Well, folks, we just got word that the Orlando Magic have beaten the Detroit Pistons. They're now up 3-1. Cue the jingle. Late night with Ryan.
Was there a jingle?
Yeah, I played. We have a jingle on the show. Have you ever went back and watched any of these?
I watch them. I only watch them when I show up.
You review your performance.
Absolutely.
You're like, oh, that was good stuff. I was on a heater today.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you just got to hear the realest person in the room speak. I respect that.
Is that why you talk to yourself a lot?
Yourself.
Yes.
Beautiful. Our usual camera setup was not working, so we're doing this off a webcam. And you can kind of tell based off like the. Look at that. Ah, look at that. Whee! For all you film people, look at all this mise en scène going on right here. You can't get that on regular camera. Someone on the webcam.
What is a mise en scène?
You don't know what mise en scène is? Someone clearly didn't take intro to film. Okay. All right. Let's get into the show. Let's have Fisher come on. We're going to talk a little bit about the NFL draft. Jonathan, this camera is on a table. Can you rotate it a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to rotate the table.
I like that.
And now move it to your
Inversion.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. Thank you. Probably should do a little more. Yeah, probably should do a little more. No, that's gosh. Okay.
This is.
Are you doing this as a bit?
No,
this is terrible.
It's genuinely.
There we go.
There you go. Keep going.
There.
Yay!
Actually, kind of harder than it looks.
I think we have an audience applause.
Physics.
Do we?
First thing, next week we will be hosting Date Night with Ryan. A live dating show hosted by yours truly. Austin will be helping produce the event. Jonathan will also be in attendance. We're not sure if he's going to be helping host or if he's going to be just in the audience cheering me on as emotional support. Regardless, maybe you're the intimacy coordinator for the dating show.
All right. Cool.
Is that a thing? Do they do that?
I mean, famously for dating shows, I think that they're real people, so that's just basic consent. So, if something happens, I'll be like, stop. And that's the past that.
Jonathan's the intimacy coordinator for this show, and I'm going to completely break the rules.
Oh no! Whoa!
Please!
Whoa!
Sorry.
Thank you.
This is why we have the hammer back here.
The funny thing is, no one could interpret as I was going to choke Austin out or if I was giving him a very loving hug.
No.
But either way,
I still don't know.
you guys both deserve a raise and pay for that.
Still not getting paid.
You
I really
guys-
think I
Not-
should
not-
after that, but I'm
yeah.
still not getting paid.
Well, it can't be
a
work
raise and pay
harassment.
after that would feel like.
It can be work harassment if you're not getting paid, because then you're not an employee.
Oh shit.
That's a good point.
I found the legal loophole.
No, and I know some people who've been doing that one.
Are you doing a bit?
No, I'm just getting political.
Oh, okay.
4 minutes into the show and we're hard. No, I'm joking.
And all of a sudden the stream just dies.
Yeah.
What else?
So do I later in a car crash.
No. No witnesses.
Tune in next week to see if Jonathan made it back.
Date Night with Ryan has a somber finish.
All the people watching Late Night with Ryan, and also the CIA, I would never kill myself. Now, I will tell you all of my opinions.
No.
It's a really good
No. That's funny. Okay. First of all, the dating show next week, I'm very excited. If you go to Baldwin Wallace, obviously I will send out how to go to the actual event. But if you just watch these streams and you want to tune in, Date Night with Ryan will be starting earlier. It'll be starting at 9 p.m. instead of our usual 11 o'clock start time. Show will probably be over around 10:30 is what I'm anticipating. Really excited for this. I love dating shows. Fish, I don't know if you love dating shows, but you enjoy the production of the stuff.
Of course.
We've had multiple ideas about dating shows we'd like to create, and so this is kind of the first step in building a dating show, and so I'm really looking forward to it. People said they want live odds of the contestants. Not live odds, but maybe some pre-odds.
Okay.
You think you can make that happen?
Yeah, if I know who our contestants are, I can make it happen.
Currently in the process of getting our male contestants. We do have our female contestant taken care of. We're getting more and more male contestants pouring in now, and so if you've already told me you want to do it, I absolutely appreciate it. And if you're interested in like to talk to me, just let me know. And if I don't know you, I'm not. It's not gonna be you, Chief. I'm sorry. It's not gonna be if I don't really know you. So I'm just gonna make that one clear right now. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Next week, Date Night with Ryan, 9 p.m. But now let's swing into today's show. Because, Fish, you're wearing your Cleveland Browns gear.
I am.
Big draft for the
Huge.
Cleveland Browns.
Huge.
We already mentioned the Pistons. I don't know why. It was still upsetting me. I was just thinking about it.
Womp womp.
Thank you, Jonathan. And your Cleveland Browns, at what point were you like, wait a minute, did we just have the best draft?
Probably say the Emmanuel McNeil Warren pick.
Okay.
You know, when we made that trade up in the second round, and I'm like, wait, we just took the best available. And not only that, but like it kind of addresses a position of need. He's a flex DB where, you know, he could play corner if we need him to, safety if we need to. Usually we're brittled with injuries in that department. I mean, you know, last year Martin Emerson Jr. went down preseason with a torn Achilles. Our safeties have had a history. Grant Delpit didn't really play his first 2 years in the NFL because of injuries. So it's going to have that backup depth, and I truly think, you know, he'll probably end up being better than Ronnie Hickman down the line. But it's good to know that, you know, hey, if we need a consistent, you know, nickel corner or, you know, a free safety, a strong safety, he can get thrown in there. And we'll get more in depth about the picks later, but that was the one to me that was like, okay, we really kind of just came out here and killed it.
Did you like the Taylor Green pick at the end?
I did. No, I'm a big fan of that. I had mentioned to Ryan that I have completed an SEC Dynasty online rebuild with a bunch of my buddies. I happen to be Arkansas. And playing with Taylor Green is a lot of fun in the game. And I don't think the Browns have really had a true dual threat quarterback. I would say, you know, DTR can really only use his legs. He's going to finish with the worst touchdown interception ratio in NFL history. RG3, we got him after the injury, obviously. I'm not really going to count that. For as small as Baker is, he really can't move very much. So he didn't fall into that category either.
He's gotten better at that, though. He can kind of move anymore.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, Shedeur is kind of, you know, hit or miss with that too. But I think this will bring something interesting in because the Browns have a very weird offensive scheme where, you know, you might think, okay, kind of a waste of a pick. I think Gabriel is going to be pushed out by the end of this. You know, he might be a practice squad sign-on, something like that. But I think it's going to end up being, you know, Watson, Sanders, and Taylor Green at the very end of things. And, you know, I think Green's going to be that third-string emergency backup, but, you know, in a situation where Watson can't go day one or, you know, Shedeur had a couple injuries he was, you know, dealing back and forth with I think he had wrist injuries and stuff early on, which is ironic. But that being said, Taylor Green could be a very interesting hybrid piece where he comes in and, you know, under center, takes a snap and just gives you a read option look. I mean, the Browns love to run their 3 tight end sets, which is why they went and got 2 more tight ends in this draft, something else I really liked. Yeah, all in all, I was in favor of that pick, actually.
I'm interested to see if Shedor's a starter. I actually hope he is, just from an interest perspective. I think that is easily the most interesting way for the Browns to be nationally. It is kind of weird to think Shedeur just lives in Cleveland.
Yeah, kind of like Neymar, but potentially living in Cincinnati.
That would be wild.
That really would be.
Boo.
Boo Cincinnati or boo Neymar?
Nah, Cincinnati.
I was like, you know who Neymar is?
Nope.
Okay. Even I don't watch soccer, and even I know Neymar.
Oh, Neymar!
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that name all the time when I was playing FIFA.
Yeah.
For good
He's
reason.
a good soccer player. He's like
Neymar.
he's pretty consistently like the 3rd best player.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm trying to think of like a good comparison.
It's like
for him.
KD. It's like there was LeBron and
It
Curry.
really is.
And he was
yeah.
like KD.
Yeah.
But like KD was the 2nd best for a minute. So like if like KD was permanently 3rd best.
Yeah, because I mean he was always behind Ronaldo and Messi. I don't think he ever won a Ballon d'Or either.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's kind of the way he was taught to me.
Yeah.
It's like he was always like
He's the more extreme example than KD. Like
This-
you
Yeah.
actually can't make a comparison.
Total, like, out of the blue question.
Yeah.
How good at basketball was Shaq?
This is an excellent. You know what?
This is a really good question.
This is a very good question
Yeah.
because the other day, I think like Shaquille O'Neal's quality of basketball has been now underrated.
Really?
Yes, because he has overrated himself all the time in the way that he talks of himself.
Correct.
But like, for example, like Genevieve was saying to me the other day, I was like, yeah, but Shaq wasn't even that good anyways. Like just talking about him like being on like these broadcasts. And I was kind of like, whoa. Like, there was a minute where like Shaquille O'Neal was arguably the best player in the league from like
Okay.
1999 to like 03 range.
Yeah.
It was like him and Tim Duncan were the
Yeah.
2 best players.
He looks at if you
But it's still-
genetically engineered someone to play basketball.
Right.
Yeah. So the thing is with Shaq was he comes in from LSU, the number one pick in the draft, and the league's like, hell yeah, this is going to be a guy we market the league around, blah, blah, blah. And whether they rig the draft lottery or not, he goes to Orlando, which is a newer team, doesn't have a lot of identity. He goes to the Magic. He's immediately a star there. They get the number one pick the next year, even though they weren't really supposed to. So interesting draft lottery luck there. And they get Chris Webber to pair with him. That wasn't really going to work. They didn't really want to play together, so they trade him to get Penny Hardaway. Him and Penny Hardaway actually beat Michael Jordan in the playoffs in 1995 and go on to the NBA Finals, to which then they get swept by Hakeem Olajuwon, who was a better center than Shaquille O'Neal at the time. The thing was with Shaq early on was like, yes, he was 7'2", like 260, but when he was young, like he could move. That was the thing with him.
Was Jordan on that team in '95?
Yes. He just came back.
That was okay.
He came back in the spring.
That's right. Yeah, that was very.
And people forget that.
Yeah.
And if it's like one of these things they use to discount him, but I'm also like, in the same sense, like he did just come back, but it is weird. It's number 45, Jordan.
Yeah.
But then he turned around the next year and only lost 10 games out of 82, so you really can't be too mad. And then he ripped off 3 straight chips. So, but Shaquille O'Neal, the thing is, he could like run the court. He was like uber athletic. He was like, going up for every lob. Like he played, honestly, like to be perfectly honest, I'd say like Giannis was kind of the modern version of what he was. It was this uber athletic guy who just looked, like you said, genetically engineered to play basketball. Well, the thing was with Shaq is he was incredibly popular, like, and he was really good at media. Like he was in rap music videos. He was in the movie Kazam. Like he did all these movie stuff. He did ads. Did a ton of shit. And so it kind of like made him just viewed as like that. And then, of course, he ends up going to the Lakers, leaves the Magic, becomes a big star in the Lakers. He's like the Laker, but then he plays with Kobe, who then eventually would go on to be probably the Laker of all time.
Yeah.
So it kind of like swallowed up him. So it's Shaq and Kobe. When they had Shaq and Kobe, they had probably 2 of the 3 best players in the league on the same team. It was like them, T-Mac, and Tim Duncan were like the 4 best players, and 2 of them were on the same team. It's absolutely disgusting. But like he was MVP in 01. He averaged like 30 a game. Like I think it's been forgotten on people like how fucking good Shaquille O'Neal was, because he was very good. It's just now I think people don't. It's kind of like Barkley. Like nobody would be like, yeah, Barkley was really good, but Barkley was really good. It's just now we all think of Barkley as like a TV guy. It's like diminished him. It's like football's not like that for some reason. Like Troy Aikman's legacy isn't hurt by him being on TV. If anything, it's helped. But like Barkley and Shaq have made themselves look worse.
Just because they're too good at what they do. TV wise.
They're entertainers more than they are analysts. Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, like, that's the weird thing. Is like Shaq's probably, I mean, he's easily top 20 all time, maybe top 15. You could argue top 10. If you said he's the best center ever, I'd be like, okay. But like a lot of people just don't see him like that anymore. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Did you think he was very good or not good?
I thought he was very good. You
But
know,
why'd you ask?
because I don't hear him brought up in any of your basketball conversations. Like you guys talk about Larry Bird more than Shaq, and
'Cause-
it's like Shaq's a household name.
It's more than
If I go up
impacts.
to a person, I'm like, "Hey, who's Larry Bird?" If they don't follow basketball at all, they're not going to know who Larry Bird is.
Shaq's more celebrity. Shaq is more of a celebrity. I
Yeah,
agree with that.
and so you know the name, but
But
on
that-
top of that,
Yeah, so the thing is with that, what you're saying, is a big of it's the Kobe thing. Like, I think in the last 20 years, it's just like Shaq is seen more of a celebrity than he is honestly, a decent comp in my book would be The Rock.
yeah,
Because The Rock is an exceptional WWE wrestler, one of the best ever, right? But Stone Cold Steve Austin is way more motion than The Rock in the wrestling community.
Mhm.
Like in public, right? If you were like, name a wrestler, right? Like a WWE wrestler, more people probably say Stone Cold than they say The Rock. But more people know The Rock than they know Stone Cold.
yeah.
But when it comes to WWE, Stone Cold's more associated with that because Stone Cold celebrity outside of that isn't as much. Same thing with The Undertaker, right? Like people would say The Undertaker probably more than say The Rock. But like no one's tuning in for a Mark Calloway movie, bless you.
Where's John
That-
Cena at?
Where's John Cena lie?
Probably
Best
number
of both worlds, Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Fucking love John Cena.
John Cena's the GOAT. So I don't know if you know this, but obviously, John Cena has the most world championships ever. The record was 16, he broke it.
Damn.
He's 17.
World Championships of
Winning the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title. The top 2 belts.
oh
There's a top
But,
belt on
like-
Raw, a top belt on SmackDown.
All right.
So
But they're not actually like.
it's all scripted.
Yeah. Okay.
It's understood.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, John Cena pretty much the go. The other thing is with Cena is like, I think the most when people look back in pro wrestling in 50 years, it's gonna be like him, Stone Cold, probably the two first names that come out of people's mouths, and then it'd be like Undertaker, The Rock, I would say, as far as just like, and then Hogan's probably still gonna have motion, but like Hogan was overtaken, I think, by Cena easily. The thing is like Cena. The thing is Stone Cold is like Stone Cold's really popular, but like it's hard to sell that to kids. His whole thing is like swearing and drinking beer, whereas like Cena, kids liked it, and then we all grew up and we still liked it. So, yeah. But yeah, I think that'd be the way I'd say it. It's like the Shaq is like The Rock, where it's like he's kind of been forgotten for what he was actually good at, but he was really good at that. But I'm also saying like all time, I think Larry Bird's better than Shaq because Larry Bird was on a worse team with worse players and won won one less championship than him. And without Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, the NBA probably isn't where it's at today.
I don't think the impact outside the game should have any impact on where you put the players on your list. I actually think that's very, very important in your pure analysis of just hoops.
It's hard for me, man.
It's very hard for you, I know.
It's
But
very
it
hard
should
because
have
I think
impact.
it shouldn't go underrated.
Because what you just described right there is why LeBron's better than Jordan, but you disagree with that. You completely just like counteract.
That's not true.
Yeah, why,
That's not
why is
true.
it- why is it
That's not true. That's
Everything you said.
actually functionally not true.
Okay.
The NBA was like this with Bird and Magic, and then Mike came in. So that's not true.
No. I'm referring to everything you said about why Larry Bird's better than Shaq in your opinion. That's where you
You're okay.
were
How
hypocritical of yourself.
are we really gonna do the LeBron Jordan
No,
debate on late night
no,
Ryan? I'm very confused. Okay.
But I'm just throwing that out there because
I've
you
brought up like complex political issues.
You-
You get more upset about this than that.
went down the list.
I have priorities.
You're like I think he's a better player
I genuinely care about this more.
on a worse team.
I understand.
On a worse team, with you said one less championship. In this case, it'd be two.
Yeah.
With what 4 more conference championships?
Yeah, but Jordan's impact of the game is as much as LeBron's. Like it's not even. It's not like it's.
No.
Yes.
No, it's okay.
Yes. No. Yes. It is. Dude, are you being serious?
The statistical inflation of home games. I'm sure you've seen that.
So back to the Pistons loss.
Whoa, whoa,
That
whoa,
sucked.
whoa, 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 whoa! What are you saying? Say it with your chest.
Thank you. The statistical inflation of home games. I'm sure you've seen.
No. What are
Okay.
you talking about?
Well, the home scorekeeper of the Chicago Bulls actually went through a lot of.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Your thoughts?
My thoughts on like him having more steals than he should, a couple more assists. Who's looking at Jordan's steals and assists?
The people that put his Defensive Player of the Year awards on a pedestal.
He's got one. I mean, yeah, I mean that's impressive. The 5 MVPs were all legit in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's not right, but like in the same sense, like I don't think it's that big of a discrepancy between that and reality that would cause. When have you ever heard me do the Jordan LeBron debate bring up the deep way? I really don't think it's that big of a difference.
No, I haven't even heard you debate it, to be honest with you. So
My point is always this, right? What's the goal of a professional sports league? To win the championship. And then people go, well, if that's the case, if Bill Russell's to go. You need context, obviously. And I'm saying, within context, the Bulls are one of the worst teams in the NBA. Jordan comes there, they're immediately good. He also was like averaging 30 plus, more than he averaged 20 plus. And that's not change. That can't be, you know what I mean, statistically false. He made those shots. So I'm saying the inflation doesn't really count to the points. It was all in the assists and steals and stuff like that.
Sure.
That's judgment calls.
it's fine.
And I'm like, you could be like, well, he played against worse competition. Well, that's fine. He's got better numbers, like points wise. And I know games weren't just points. And then,
So why not Wilt?
so I'm saying context matters with this.
Okay.
My point is, we all know he was the best player in the league, arguably from 1988 to 1998. 10 straight years being the best player in the league. Wins 6 championships out of those 10 years. The only teams that really can best him are the Pistons. I'm not counting that Magic year because he was coming back. That's really impressive. And then the argument would be like, okay, well, how long is LeBron the best player in the league? About the same.
Context is important.
It is. The context there is he probably could have the same amount of rings if it wasn't for the KD move. He'd probably have one less, probably be a 5.
No, I wasn't even referring to that. Context is important in the number of superstars that are in the league when LeBron is in the league.
That's
It's
fair,
more
but the
important.
90s, it's not like it wasn't good. I mean,
No,
we got
it was
Shaq,
bad.
Pat Ewing,
That's like
Malone.
late 90s.
Karl Malone sucks, but like
Okay, Karl Malone was like ancient in that NBA Finals.
so was Jordan. Karl Malone was drafted 2 years after him.
Okay.
That's true. I mean, I don't know why you're making a face.
Okay.
That's the truth. That is the truth.
That's fine.
And so my point is, you can't make that argument. I mean, like, I think that doesn't. I can't control when the guys play. I'm saying, given the context, right? LeBron did leave his team and have to go somewhere else. Jordan never did. It's pretty impressive. So I'm giving him credit on that.
I'm not.
Yeah, I am,
Okay.
because
Why?
that matters.
That's fun. Your context does matter. What
That's
happened?
my point.
What happened? What was happening with the Cavs before they got LeBron?
They were buns, just like the Bulls were.
What happened when they got LeBron?
They were good again.
Yep.
You're
what,
right.
What happened when LeBron left?
They're here again. I mean, they're winning.
They were miserable.
Yeah,
They
and
weren't
the-
just bad. Like
I understand
I'm talking a 30-game.
I understand this.
Okay.
I understand this. And your point to be, well, when Jordan left, they were still pretty good.
Yeah.
I
They
get
made
that.
the playoffs.
I understand that. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But also, as we've both agreed, the
Mhm.
league was not as good. It was not. I mean, that's clearly the truth, right?
Okay.
And on top of that, when LeBron leads teams, they decimate. Like the 2018 Cavs, we all knew was a bad team. He was carrying them.
Yep.
Whereas we know the fucking 72-10 Bulls were good.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that's not really fair. Like if the 2017 Cavs lost LeBron, they'd still make the playoffs. If it was still Kyrie and Kevin Love, Matthew Dellavedova, and that squad, that team would make the playoffs the next year. So that's not really a fair comp.
I completely disagree.
It's a completely different situation. It is. It
Okay.
fully is.
You truly, with all your heart and soul, believe that if you took LeBron James in, what do you think the best LeBron is? Do you think it's 2018 playoff LeBron?
No, I think it's dumb that people act like it's that.
2018 postseason LeBron. Or do you think it's like 20?
I think it's like 16, man.
16?
16
Okay,
or 17.
That's fine.
That 17 Cavs team to me,
Mhm.
that's like the best Cavs team ever.
Yeah.
It's just they ran into
Overshadowed.
the best team ever
Yeah.
built.
Okay. And that's fine.
2017 Cavs, there's a reason they won on Christmas Day. Shit was electric.
Regardless of that, though, I think you take the best version of LeBron James, whatever you believe that to be, and you place him in the shoes of Michael Jordan.
See, we're not doing this.
Why not? Why can't we do that?
Because that is not what we're discussing. We're looking at what happened, not what if this happened.
The history is dumb because the game has excelled beyond the statistical.
Okay, here's the funny part.
Mhm.
You're pissing me off because tonight I was actually going to say something to compliment your boy LeBron.
Uh-huh.
Okay? We're not doing this anymore. We're done. Okay? I'm putting this right here. We're done. If I have something to say, you gotta stop laughing. I had something to say.
Sorry.
If the Lakers win the finals this year, LeBron takes the place. LeBron's the go.
Why?
Because that's all I need.
No, why?
I was
wanna
literally
know why.
prepping this take today.
That's fine.
I
know.
was having lunch, and I'm
Yep.
like, you know what? I've decided.
Yep.
This is it.
Why? Why does that get him over the hump? Because everything.
Because I've seen everything I need to then.
This
Right
is-
now, they're like this.
Why?
They're like this, dude. It's like the Dark Knight and Batman. You can tell me which one's your favorite, but it can't be Batman Begins. Batman Begins is good. Batman Begins ain't that good. It's Dark Knight and the Batman. They're just going band for band. And if you say you like Dark Knight more, I get it. But I'm more of the Batman guy. That's how it is for MJ and LeBron for me right now. If he gets 5, it's over. Like, I think that's it. He's the best ever. Because you get the scoring titles, you get all the longevity numbers, and you only got one less ring. But damn it, that 2016 one's got so much magic to it, it might as well be 2. And that's fine with me. The thing is, a lot of LeBron's biggest accomplishments are longevity things. That is the truth.
Okay.
A lot of MJ's stuff was a short period, but he was elite. MJ is like an incredible one-night stand. LeBron is like the best marriage you've ever had.
Okay.
Who's to say which one the sex is better? That's essentially what we're arguing. So my point is, if he gets 5 and it's with this team, because the context matters. You're like, well, if he comes to Cavs next year and wins 5, you go, then no. No. It's different. If he's averaging 20 points a game, 6 assists and 5 rebounds for the Cavs, and Don's putting up 25 and James Harden's averaging 21, and LeBron's playing like 36 minutes a night, I don't know. I don't really know if that moves me. But I watched him play his ass off with you the other night, and we were going nuts when they were down 6 points and 30 seconds to go. It was electric. And I'm like, this might be the greatest player of all time. Because he's a 41 out there, tying games in the playoffs over a Rockets team that lost to him in 2020, rebuilt their entire franchise in 6 years just to lose to him again. On a worse team. That's impressive. And I'm saying to you right now, I was prepping this take, but you drug me to the stupid-ass Jordan LeBron debate when you know my opinion.
I actually didn't until a couple days ago.
Really?
You didn't even like clearly explicitly say it either. I just kind of contextually.
It's like admitting who you voted in an election. Like, you just don't want to say it around the wrong people because you don't feel like having that conversation. Like the Jordan LeBron thing, it's just like,
No, I'm very passionate.
it's just like, you know what? Why don't we just let people have their own opinions, whoever it is? I'm like, I don't want to see you be insulted.
I disagree with that too.
What?
I think you.
You don't think people should be allowed to have their own opinions?
Well, no. People should be allowed their own opinions. But
I understand your
I
point.
don't feel like keeping the peace is such a. Should I talk on this?
No. No, I'm just saying, like, my point is always, I have people I know that go both ways, right? I'm not talking about sexually.
Ah.
I'm
Well,
saying,
I got plenty.
saying for when it comes to voting, and I'm saying I am never the type of guy to be like, this is what you know what I mean? That's not how I.
No.
So I'm saying Jordan LeBron, I'm pretty much the same way most of the time, where I'm like, we don't need to do this. But so that's why it doesn't really come up for me. I don't feel the need to be like everyone has to think MJ's the GOAT.
I do feel the need.
I know, and that's what's annoying about the LeBron guys.
Because at some point,
Like, they're very much like pissed off that not everyone agrees with them. And I'm like, dog, if that's the way you feel in life, you're never going to be happy. Like, that is why I don't really discuss a lot of stuff. It's like, I'm just like, not everybody's going to agree with me. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
Right. But you don't know the people that agree with you or what they agree on.
I don't care.
I think it's a way to get to know someone better. You two now know each other better than you did.
Yeah, and I'm more pissed off. See, it's a waste.
Well, you know what?
He's already his phone. Look at this. He's not even paying attention.
I really am. No, I'm sorry. I had to go back and find research that I've done.
Hate
within
is
this
the
debate.
second closest feeling to love.
No, see, I don't do that. I don't really hate anybody.
Right, but
So,
you
I
felt
don't-
something. Isn't that beautiful?
No.
Isn't that beautiful, Ryan?
If I'm feeling a negative emotion, I might as well have felt no emotion at all.
That's a very dangerous take.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like in oh my gosh, what's the one in the Martian Chronicles when she turns up her sadness? You're like, why'd you do that? She's like, sometimes it's good to be sad.
Check that out. Big on Millipede.
Yeah, that was
hell
great. Crazy.
Do you want to throw out like are you arguing more statistically based on
We're
the
done.
eye
I
test,
said we're
or-
done.
Well, you
This
kept
is it.
going.
No, this
So,
is it. I'm
I
saying
feel
right
like-
now.
Do I get my
I'm
closing
giving your boy
statement?
LeBron credit. Let's
Do I-
do this together. Can we talk about the Lakers in the playoffs?
Can I get my closing statement?
No, it's already finished.
Well, you kept talking after you said we were done, so we weren't done.
Oh my gosh, what do you want?
It's like an old
I-
married couple.
I just wanted to go through a few things with you.
We're not having a discussion if this is your closing. You're just gonna say it, and then we're gonna have to move on.
That's fine.
Okay,
no
then say
problem.
what you're gonna say.
LeBron had 8 finals opponents averaging more than 25 points per game. Jordan had 1. You can argue the advancement of offense. That's fine.
But
Finals.
that is the point you're making too. Like, I
Yeah.
understand this.
Finals-
You're gonna comp eras, and I'm saying this is pointless.
Finals opponents postseason net efficiency. LeBron James's worst team was a plus 4.6. Jordan's best opponent was a plus 2.9. Every one of Jordan's major teammates claims that LeBron James is in fact a better player. LeBron James in the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals had 97 more points than the second leading scorer alone. LeBron James in the 2016 NBA Finals led that series in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Let's see. LeBron and Wade in the finals. LeBron also led in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks per game. LeBron and Kyrie in the finals. LeBron led in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks per game. MJ and Pippen in the finals. Jordan led in points, Pippen, and rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. The overall, obviously, the all-time comparison you can understand. Michael Jordan had 28 triple-doubles in his career. LeBron James has more of those in the postseason alone. Let's see, what else can we do?
It's all the longevity stuff. That's fine.
In 2013, LeBron finished second in Defensive Player of the Year, voting behind Marc Gasol, who wasn't even first-team All-Defense.
I know this story.
Okay.
I didn't use the decoy.
Jordan had 32,292 points on 24,357 shot attempts. LeBron had 32,209 points on 23,095 attempts. That is 1,262 less shot attempts than Michael Jordan.
Yeah, threes became more popular.
Okay.
And there were more free throws.
Gotcha. Let's see. What is this?
Fish.
If
Fish.
LeBron
Like, you're
attempted-
not. I gave you the point. I said he just needs the ring today.
No, it's a
That's
closing
it.
statement. That's fine.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. This is what you're doing is the exact reason you guys all need to chill out. All the LeBron fans need to calm down. Like, I'm literally giving you a bone and saying, look, if he can get it done this year somehow, I'm gonna give you it. I don't need you to just
shouldn't.
yell numbers at me, because if we want to yell numbers, we can pull up Jokic's stuff, which all show that him being the best player ever. It does. You look at the total box plus minus, all that shit. It's not even close.
He could get there. But it's a combination of longevity and consistency.
Yeah, I
and
agree.
dominance.
I agree. But
Which
I'm saying,
I think no player.
I'm saying once we
will
just
or
start
has
spitting numbers, dude, we can make Jokic look like the best player ever too. So it's like don't do this. I don't know why you're doing this to me. What?
Now, where does Shaq fit into all of this?
Not even top 10. I was really impressed by the Lakers game the other night, and I'm saying if they can somehow get through this and go to the finals, the path will be the Thunder, the Spurs, and then probably the Celtics at this point.
Mhm.
And if it's Celtics Lakers for ring number 5 LeBron, that would be pretty sweet.
Mhm.
And I was actually thinking about rooting for LeBron if the Pistons go down, but you actually just annoyed me so much that I hope they lose now. So congratulations.
To be emotionally indifferent for an argument, that tells me that you're losing the argument. So.
Go
Oh
Boston.
my
Go
gosh.
Boston.
This guy watches way too much anime. It was clear right there. He was busting out.
You might as well do the hands, man.
Okay.
You're upset. That upset you.
Not in the slightest. I'm very appeased by this
Welcome to
segment.
Late Night with
Because-
Brian, where we really piss each other
Yeah,
off.
I've
this
never
episode.
seen the side of Ryan Klinger before. I didn't know the Jordan LeBron debate is what got him this heated. Because I've been over here all smiles and very very concise with my argument. He just seems angry that I'm bringing this up. I feel like it's an ex-girlfriend.
I think it's so frustrating. I think it's such a frustrating.
It must be frustrating to be on the losing side. I
All right,
understand.
next
No,
up,
it's
Democrat
not
or
fun.
Republican?
It's really funny.
The Whigs!
Yes!
The Whigs!
Bring back the Whigs!
Bring it back!
I don't get any of this.
That's a political party from like the 1800s. Or
Okay.
was that late 1700s?
Yeah, that was like OG.
That
Because it was
really
the
was.
Whigs and the Anti-Federalists, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You love constitutional.
Step
America.
up your history! No, I'm joking. I'm sorry. But like, it would be cool.
If it's like
If
pre
the Whigs came back, are the Whigs still around?
There's like two.
they have a meeting and it's just like two
Three.
guys in a basement. And they're like, man, we used to have shit, didn't we?
Just
No.
that motion.
All right. I think the thing that frustrates me about the MJ LeBron debate is not that it has never been a discussion of look at these two great players. It's like here's why your guys is a little bitch and here's why mine rocks. And I think that's just dumb.
I think Jordan's the second greatest player of all time.
I know, but the way you ripped off all LeBron shit, like it was just very like there's like the guy like feel like and both sides do it where it's just like they act like the other side is heinously stupid for ever thinking that the other guy can be the
I
GOAT.
don't believe
I'm saying yes. Compared to me, I was like, look, they're right here neck and neck, but for me it's Jordan. And then you ripped off all these numbers and you were very proud of yourself. And that's fine. But I'm saying like that type of condescending delivery is the way a lot of guys act about the LeBron stuff. Like I just posted a video today talking about that if they win the finals, LeBron will be the GOAT, right? And a lot of the comments are guys being like, he already is the GOAT. I don't even know why you'd say that. This is even close. Like here we go, ready? I basically just said like if he wins it this year, he's pretty much the definitive GOAT. Here we go. We got some 43 comments on this. You ready?
Mhm.
Dog, he been the GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, if he does, he go. Okay. He wrapped it up in 2018. No, that was 2016. This conversation's been over. Some just don't know how to accept it. Here, ready to go. He's already the go. Been wrapped up 10 years now. It's like,
You know the funny part about this is I used to be a Jordan's the GOAT guy.
oh no.
That's the best part.
When'd you switch?
Probably like 20. It might have been 2020, 21 maybe.
The other thing that also bothers me is, and I maintain this, the conversation around it started up because LeBron chose for it to. Because it really
Right.
wasn't what
You're correct.
I'm saying it wasn't really as big of a discussion until he started bringing it up. And it was like a pointed effort from a PR team. Because what it was originally, when they won the finals in 2016, he gave an interview to Sports Illustrated after saying, I'm chasing the GOAT of Michael Jordan. I've got 3 right now. I'm looking for 3 more.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to LA. What happens? He wins ring 4. They could have went back-to-back in 21. Didn't work out. Ran into the Suns team. 22, they make a terrible move. They go and get Russell Westbrook. And regardless of what you think of that move, he had to have been in on the meeting on it and pushed for that.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a mess up, and that sent them back, their franchise back 3 years.
Okay.
Okay. At that time
Which
is when
they still made the Western Conference Finals.
that's 23
Correct.
the next year.
Correct.
Yes, because my point is
With Russell
that's the
Westbrook.
remnants of I know, but that's the remnants of what could have been if they would have not went out and got him. They would have been better.
So are we crediting him with winning 2 playoff series against
Yeah, good for him.
significantly
Good for
better
him. That's
teams?
fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, cool. My point is that conversation really started up around the 22 to 24 range. Really became this hot topic of debate, and that's when you get this scoring title record and all that stuff. Cool. That's when the Lay Sunshine memes came in. It really became a thing, right?
Mhm.
My point is, I genuinely, we've discussed this before. The day he passed Jordan in points, it wasn't that big of a deal.
No.
Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Now, what's the number one thing people bring up when it comes to him? The points.
All-time scoring leader.
Exactly. And my point is, how come when he passed Jordan in points, it wasn't a big deal, but once he got the most ever, it was like clearly that's the go. Now, I'm not saying him passing Jordan made him the go, but I'm saying I don't understand why we put no emphasis on that then. But then when he got Kareem, it's like, oh, well, Kareem wasn't the go. It wasn't a big deal that Kareem had more points than Jordan. But now that LeBron has the most points ever, it was a big deal. So my point is the way people have looked at the conversation was literally changed by him. It would be like if Mahomes broke all the records for touchdown passes and played the most games in NFL history, but only won 4 championships. And everybody's like, oh, well, clearly he's the GOAT. And it's like, no, Brady still won 7. And at the time, we didn't care how many all-time touchdowns Brady had. We didn't care how many games Brady played. We were just like, this guy's got 7 chips. That's all we cared about. And this guy had the greatest Super Bowl of all time, 51. Like, that's all we cared about. So I'm saying, like, I just think the conversation was literally shifted by him to fit his own criteria, and to me, that is unimpressive. Like, he had goals, and he couldn't reach them. Now, granted, they weren't all his own, right? The KD thing screwed him over. That's fine. But I'm saying it's been changed to fit him. Like, that's my point. And I know you're going to be like, oh, well, all this stuff is impressive. That's fine.
The term unimpressive is a very condescending and emotionally balanced word right there. I'm not going to lie. You kind of ruined your entire argument by saying that.
Caden Tyndall 2063 says LeBron is the GOAT.
All right, thank you, Edward.
Thank you for the feedback. I truly think that like you diminished everything you said prior to that because of either you misspeaking or you legitimately just using that word in an improper context. Having something become more unimpressive because of the way that it is portrayed.
Okay, please do not tear down my argument off one word usage. What did you actually think? Am I correct to say that he did change the conversation about what people used to use to qualify who was the best?
What did people used to use to qualify who's the best?
The championship rings. That was
Just
the biggest
that?
thing. And having the best record of all time. The 72
Just
and
those
10.
two?
The points per game. Those
Just
are like
those
the
three.
big thing.
Okay.
You are being very absolute.
I'm just trying to
I
get
don't
a
know
gauge
why
on
you're
what
being
you
so
think.
very absolute.
No,
You are alive, Austin. You know these things. I don't know why you're acting like
This
this.
is the most upset I've seen both of you, and you're scaring
I'm
me.
not upset. I'm trying to get into the mind of a
Mom,
of a
Dad,
Jordan.
stop it.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just pointing this out. Don't act like this is such a benign, like an absurd concept. You had the same thoughts like 5 years ago. I don't know why you're
No,
doing
that's fine. I mean, I was very malinformed.
I legitimately was
on the
going to
topic.
root for him to beat Thunder, and you've like made me so frustrated by this.
Well,
We've
again,
been
that's
going at this for half an hour.
an emotional imbalance. This week ago.
Oh my gosh,
I
so stupid.
I think
So dumb.
I think you using the term unimpressive doesn't really make sense in that context because
I'm saying he set out to win 6 rings, he didn't, and so then he goes, okay, look at all this other shit I did.
did he really say that?
Yes, he did. I can pull up the Sports Illustrated article. I read it. It was the cover page of the quote. He said, I'm chasing the ghost of Jordan. I have 3 rings. I want 3 more. That's what he said in the article. I read it. 6th grade.
Okay. So, does that mean that he has to get 6? Because you just told me.
He, in his mind, that was the way to be the best ever.
Okay.
And he didn't do it.
So is that the objective line?
That's what he said.
Is that the
And
objective
since he's the
line?
one you're following,
Is that the objective line?
according to him, yes.
So then why are you giving him GOAT credit if he wins 5 with this team this year?
Because I am willing to give credence to the idea that the scoring title, all that should matter, regardless of what was previously said. I just think you're putting an overemphasis on it. I think we have all forgiven the championship aspirations because you like him a lot and you get to watch him. And he's got all these records. And so I think that part of you wants to believe, everyone always wants to believe they're seeing the best. Everyone wants to think they got to go to the best movie. Everybody wants to think they were at the best concert. Everybody wants to think they're in the best. No one likes to admit that, think about it. When people elect new officials, they're like, they have a chance to be great, right? They always want somebody who feels like they have a chance to be excellent, right? Nobody likes to sit here and be like, yeah, realistically, the best presidents were like, then they named like people. Taft? Okay, fine. No one wants to admit that, right? Nobody wants to admit that they're in a, there's going to be a golfer that comes along eventually that people are going to try to convince themselves are better than Tiger Woods.
A tiger in the woods.
Because they want to believe they're watching the best.
Mhm.
And you and I will sit there and we'll go, no, Tiger was the best. And it'll be the same thing again. And it'll be close. But the fact is, people just want to believe that that's what they're seeing. And I'm saying, you want to believe that's what you saw. That's fine. I'm not saying it's that. It's really right there. It's like neck and neck for me. I get it. I just think the idea that it is asinine to believe that Jordan is the best is what's insulting.
I don't
what
think I
Mormonism
made it out
is.
to be that way. I think it was just one of those like change your mind things. Because you say they're neck and neck, but you do believe Jordan is a neck above.
And a lot of it I do think is from the LeBron quotes. I think it really sticks out to me.
Okay.
I think it's odd that it would be like if I told you look, I want to be able to do this. Once I do this, this is where I want to be. I'm like, we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's it. We made it. And we never do that.
Mm-hmm.
We never do it. Never. We get 800, but we never hit 1,000. Never works. And I'm like, yeah, we hit all our goals. It's like, no, we didn't. Why did you even say that then? I mean, he was in Miami. They said not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Didn't even get to 3.
They made 4 finals in a row.
And they lost 2 of them. I'm saying, you got walked down by Jason Terry.
Okay.
I'm just pointing that out.
That's fine.
And and then you're discounting Wade and Kyrie. Those guys are both Hall of Famers. I don't.
Did I discount him?
Yes, because you did the thing where you pointed out with Kyrie that he was averaging more.
If anything, you elevating them to the Hall of Fame level, which I would agree on Wade. I think we're still in that.
Kyrie's going to Hall of Fame.
Then I don't think there's a very high bar for the Hall of Fame. That's a talk for a different time. Then
Regardless of what you think of the Hall of Fame, Fisher, he did play with some very good players. That is my point.
no, that's fine. Then even better for my side, he played with incredible players, and he still was the best in every statistic.
That's fine. Yes, that's fine.
Do you not believe assists and rebounds and steals and blocks are important?
No, I do.
But you significantly, exponentially weigh points over that.
Yeah.
Points per game. Why not points
I
per
just think
shot?
30 points is gross. Dude.
Why not points per shot? Because if LeBron wanted to,
Because
he could cut his assists in half, hang on to the ball more, shoot more, and he would statistically score more. But he's not a shoot first
Because he's a
player.
modern player, you got to pass more. I agree. You're right. You're right about that. You're 100%
Okay.
right. I'm telling you, it's not that big of a gap. I'm just pointing out. Literally, the biggest thing for me is that he set out to win that many, and he didn't.
Okay.
And to me, it is a failure.
I think to me, the language in which he said it is different than the way that you're conveying it.
You cannot lie to me.
I want.
If we put truth serum in LeBron
Mm-hmm.
and we said, yo, dog,
Mm-hmm.
would you rather have the scoring title or 6 chips?
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd say 6 chips.
Okay.
If you could be second all time in points, just behind Kareem, but he has 6 chips, I think he'd do it.
I don't think you would, because that would hurt other arguments.
The other thing is, if we the problem is the points argument is if you discount points, well then now you're like discounting the scoring title.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like a weird.
That's why I'm more impressed by points per shot than points per game.
like
Because here's the thing.
really cute.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, he can average 30 points a game only once.
Okay, we got a comment.
Okay.
Big Man Vega says, if you put LeBron on Jordan's championship teams and Jordan on LeBron's championship teams, are they still winning?
We
with
can't
double
do that.
digits?
No, 'cause
We've
it's-
admitted.
we've already
we can't do
discussed
that.
that.
We
It,
can't
like,
do that.
It is very clear
But I do want you
that
to
the
think about it.
basketball was weaker in the 90s than it was in the 2010s because it is
Think about it.
natural.
Yeah.
So you have to look at what they were doing within the context. So that is also the thing with you pointing out the assist is I'm like that is obviously he's better passer than Jordan. There's no debating. The thing is when he was drafted, it's like, yo, it's like Magic Johnson could score more. Like that was LeBron's comp was never Jordan. Kobe's was Jordan. He doesn't play like Michael Jordan. So it's like he's a better rebounder and he's a better like much better passer. Like there's no doubt. I'm just saying looking at what they did. I'm saying given what they did, both of them are the best player in the league for about 10 years. You could argue LeBron maybe 12. But I'd say 2019 he was no longer best player in the league. It was Kawhi. 2020 it was Giannis. You could argue him.
You can't do that best player in the league thing though.
Why?
You can't do that.
Why?
Because who was competing with Jordan on an individual level? You know who it was? It was Hakeem Olajuwon. And you know what Jordan
Hakeem
did? He
Olajuwon's
left
one
the
of the-
NBA.
Hakeem Olajuwon was one of the best centers ever.
He
Don't do
left
that.
the
Don't
NBA.
do that to Hakeem Olajuwon.
I'm not discrediting him as a player. I'm saying Jordan finally had a play like a physical one human being.
Yeah, but he was we know he was suspended for gambling. Like let's not do this.
That's a really convenient, very very convenient thing to fall back on.
I understand that. I'm just saying it's not like he was like I don't understand why the 2-year thing factors in. It shouldn't. Like, he was still going to be the best player in the league those 2 years.
Would he have won the NBA title both those years?
I think the Rockets probably do beat him one of those years, yeah.
That's
but
my problem.
when did I bring up the finals wins? Like I'm saying,
That's-
I didn't bring up the fact he's never lost finals. I didn't bring that up.
My issue is that like, if LeBron wanted to, when KD went to the Warriors, he'd be like, "All right, guys, this isn't fair anymore. I'm
Football
done.
it
I
is.
quit." Yeah,
Cowboys. Let's run it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What
No,
would we think
but-
about that?
But he didn't
Okay,
do that. But he didn't do that.
But then-
these are hypotheticals. Now.
right.
These
But
are
then
hypotheticals now.
you know,
No point
KD
taken.
leaves, comes back to Lakers, and now he's 4-4.
Yeah, I mean, sure. I never discounted the finals losses except the Mavericks one because that one's embarrassing. That is easily the most embarrassing finals loss of his career. That's the one that's really bad.
Yeah.
It is
That's
because he
fine.
was
No,
on the
that's fine.
team that everybody thought was going to win, and he lost to Dirk, who we've all given credit as the best playoff run ever, and
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
But it's because it shouldn't have happened.
Mhm.
Like that's embarrassing. He should not have lost to him. That was bad. It was very bad.
But you can't write that off from that point on. It's like, well, there'll never be LeBron's done.
No,
Who's
but
next?
I'm saying I think it goes misunderstood that was like, come on, and that would you to 5.
But if LeBron, hypothetically, if they lose that Eastern Conference Finals,
No, Fisher, of course.
Would it
that's
look
worse.
better?
No,
Okay.
no, because then I'd be like, what the hell? How did this Heat team lose in the Eastern Conference Finals?
what the hell? How did Jordan get walked down to the first round year after year after year?
Because he had
in the
Artis
80s?
Gilmore as the second best player.
Oh, but when it's LeBron James with Mo Williams and Timofey Mozgov
Don't.
and Channing Frye, and they make the NBA Finals,
Yeah, the 2018 was great. It was a great run. I mean, yeah, we
he had
were with it.
9 40-plus point games.
It was a
Talk
great
about
run.
11 points, Klinger.
It was a great run. I
No,
never said it wasn't. A great
51
run.
points in game
I
one. They
never.
lost.
This is my point. This is my point.
Wow.
I never said that wasn't a good run.
Okay.
I never said that.
But
I don't know why
you-
you're bringing this up.
But you tried to fall back on the point that like Jordan losing those first rounds with his second best player not being Pippen or Rodman, and I'm trying to tell you that that's wonderful, and I'm
That
not
2018 Cavs run's very impressive.
and I'm not denying that. But LeBron did even more with even less.
I understand
He
that.
just didn't get to that final destination.
But that 2018 East is rough shit. It's not. The Celtics like the only team with anything, and they were injured. They should have beat them. If they were healthy, they beat them.
Who was hurt in the series?
Kyrie was out.
No, I'm saying.
Kyrie was out.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like I'm saying, they were missing their best player.
Was he
like,
out? Like, okay, when did he go out that year?
Gosh,
I don't think it was right before the playoffs. I think he had missed some time before that.
I agree, but they were missing their best player.
Okay.
Like, in defense of that, they're missing their best player. Golly.
I truly just think for everything that can be brought up on your side, there can be something that it contextually comparable on my side. And I think you start running out of options when we go apples to apples, and then it's something that I bring up that might be all time, and that's when that side begins to crumble a little bit. And that to me is the tipping point of the argument.
What do you mean? You're using big words. I don't understand.
It's fine. I think we could go back and forth where it's like, well, Jordan didn't have great teammates here. Okay, LeBron didn't have great teammates here, and he did this. Okay, well, Jordan averaged, this many points in the NBA Finals. Okay, well, LeBron averaged this many points, rebounds, and assists in the Finals. And then we get to the all-time stats where it's like, well, hey, Jordan did this in this amount of time. Well, hey, LeBron did, like, consistently a little bit less in this amount of time.
Yeah.
And then that side begins to diminish a little bit because it's like, okay, would you rather have, a 3-year NBA career where you're averaging 50, 12, and 10, or a 10-year career where you're averaging 30, 10, and 10, or a 20-year career where you're averaging 27, 10, and 10? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
can't.
why I'm saying it's right there, man.
That's fine.
That's why, to me, you look down at the accomplishments.
Mhm.
I look at 5 MVPs to 4 MVPs, and guys go, well, LeBron should have 7 MVPs. No, he should have about 5.
Again, it's a competition. I really don't like the awards being compared in that.
Well, then why do we do them? Like, they have to matter. So I'm saying
They do matter, but context is important. If LeBron has no competition, if LeBron has the, again, I understand that there's.
What do you mean if
generations.
LeBron has no competition? What are you talking about?
If LeBron if he's playing a team in the NBA Finals that turns the ball over 52 times in Game 3 and scores 78 points, then I think LeBron James is easily walking out of that series with a sweep. That would be the Utah Jazz that I'm referring to.
Michael Jordan never scored 78 points.
The Utah Jazz scored 78 points in an NBA
Oh,
Finals.
you said he. I was confused.
Oh, okay, I misspoke. I believe I've showed you that game too. The
Yeah.
box score.
It's
rough.
It's a rough one.
It's
That's a rough one. It's a
Over
rough
a
one.
turnover a minute. Think about that contextually.
No, I get it, dude. I'm also saying, like, the MVPs do matter, right? And I think they're about tied there. I mean, LeBron probably should have another one. You could argue the 2011 one's probably the main one. Because people like to bring up 2018. It's like, well, that
James
season
Harden.
wasn't that impressive until the playoffs. So, like,
Correct.
no. And then 2017, Russell deserved it.
Yes.
16 and 15, it was clearly Curry.
Yep.
14, it was clearly KD.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, 13 and 12, he won it. 11's D-Rose. 2020, no, it was Giannis. It really was.
Can I ask you this question though?
Yeah.
Who was the second, third, fourth, and fifth best player in the Jordan era?
Probably Hakeem. I hate Karl Malone. I don't want to put him there.
That's fine. You don't have to.
But, like, it's probably,
Okay.
right. Then probably Pat Ewing and then probably Barkley. Then LeBron, it's him, Curry, KD. I don't know who 4 is. Is it Harden? Probably. It's probably Harden.
You think so?
Because the LeBron era is over.
LeBron era's
The LeBron, we're not in the
it's a
LeBron
wall.
era anymore. Like I'm saying, he's still playing, but the LeBron era was like the 2010s.
Okay.
And then it kind of like peters out. It's like 09 to like, well, it's like Kobe was winning chips in 09 and 10.
Mhm.
I mean, that was the whole marketing campaign. They wanted
Yeah.
Kobe versus LeBron in the finals.
I like.
They never
I
got
like.
it.
Okay. Yeah. Curry and KD's fair. I like that.
So I'm saying, like,
you would say Harden's 4.
yeah,
and Westbrook?
I'd say. Is
Would you say
Westbrook
it's
really 5? Yeah, probably for the 2010s. Like if you said top 5 play, if we were doing like the starters for the 90s NBA team,
Mhm.
it's probably, but it's like, it's not really, it's weird with MJ because like he starts and he's super good, but he's not on a good team.
Mhm.
So it's like the best players are like Magic and Bird, but then by the time he's winning a lot, the best players have shifted. It's not Magic and Bird anymore.
Right. Yeah.
It would be like if LeBron started off and KD and Curry were playing,
Yep.
and then he like was dominating and there were like younger guys with, like it'd be like if LeBron was a rookie in like 2011.
Yeah.
Like that's
Okay.
kind of like the weird thing about it.
Mhm.
Because, and I will say, I mean, it did work in Jordan's favor that the better guys were before him. I mean, there's no doubt. Like, that period did not have as much talent as when LeBron played. I mean, he played against the best shooter ever, and KD, the weirdest player ever.
Yeah.
Easily the weirdest legacy of all time. Kevin Durant, alternate universes, is the best player to ever walk the earth. You agree with that?
Yeah.
It's like he's got all the tools.
Mhm.
If you sat down in a lab and you said maybe an NBA player, it's probably KD.
Yeah.
Every single guy we see now is just trying to be KD. They want to be 6'9" to 7 feet tall, shoot from anywhere on the court. What is Wemby?
Yeah.
Trying to be tall
7'4",
KD that's good at defense. That's it. They all want to be KD but good at defense. He's not a great defender.
No.
That's what they all want to be. If you're a guard right now, I mean, like, a lot of those guys, they're not trying to be Curry. I'm trying to think, what was the comp for a guard? They're all trying to be like James Harden, basically.
My point in that, like, not to take you off track, my point in asking for your 2 through 5 in each generation was to just give like an apples to apples thing. Like, I just want you to think, okay, who'd you say your number 2 was?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Hakeem Olajuwon. Okay.
Hakeem's not, like, don't disrespect Hakeem.
I'm not.
Hakeem's
no.
good.
I gave Hakeem the respect earlier when we were.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you're going to do, like, Curry
I'm saying,
versus
okay, Hakeem Olajuwon is the what best center?
I think he's the best center.
Best. Okay.
But
that's
a
fine.
lot of the stuff wouldn't back that.
That's fine.
That's
That's
a lot
okay.
of me.
No, that's okay.
mostly
That's
me.
okay.
That's mostly me.
Okay, so you're comparing him to Shaquille O'Neal, probably, right? Those would be number 1 and number 2.
For the centers.
Center.
Kareem's
You-
probably 2.
Okay.
Kareem's probably 2
Okay,
because he's
that's
got the 6 rings and all that.
Regardless of that, I think my point is this. I think if you compare the best player in the Jordan era, that's not Michael Jordan, and Hakeem Olajuwon, and the best player in the LeBron era, that's not LeBron, which is Stephen Curry. Most people, and you are excluded from this, with saying that Hakeem Olajuwon is the best center. Most people would argue Hakeem is probably
Like
2 or
like
3.
Third.
Right.
probably third.
Shaquille and Kareem.
Yeah, I
Right.
think, or some of you guys go Will because they're on drugs.
Right. But psychedelics aside. Okay, we can settle on 3.
But we're doing the compared eras thing, and I just don't.
That's fine. Here's the thing. Curry's comparison is what? It's not a player from Jordan's era. It's a player from the era before.
Who's Curry's comp?
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, but that's a debate that's dumb. Like, I think that's a dumb one because the thing is with Magic is like, I don't think if you asked the general guy who watches the NBA how many rings Magic has, they can tell you how many rings Magic Johnson has.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah, but you had to think about it.
Well, okay, I put it into context, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I didn't give a confident answer, but I was fairly certain.
I think a lot of people like don't think about it. Like, that's a lot.
It is.
And like, he did go back to back, and like, he was exceptional.
Mhm.
Like, Magic's probably better than Bird all time. Actually, I think
Has to
kind of
be.
definitively
Yeah, has
is
to
better
be.
than Bird
Yeah.
all time. And like, dude was playing in the finals in '91 post AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, not AIDS, but post HIV.
Correct.
He didn't have AIDS, but he had HIV.
Yeah.
Like post HIV, and like, I don't know. I think it's the Curry Magic debate is actually very similar to me than the Jordan LeBron because the Curry side I think likes to greatly diminish Magic and act like it's unfathomable that Magic is on his level. And I'm like, guys, we got to give some credence. And I think it's very similar. Like it's both like, yeah, if you pull up the tape. It's like watching a movie. It's like watching the original Star Wars. That's how I view it, honestly. Because there's people that watch the original Star Wars now and are like, the effects are shitty, and it looks goofy, and this is hokey, and it's corny, and it's played out. And I think if you're not appreciating it for what it was at the time, then you're not seeing it right. And I know people that view the original Star Wars like that, and those people like the prequels more. And I think it's very similar, where it's like, it is just somebody who overlooks what it was for at the time and just looks at it now and just says, well, this is shitty compared to today's standards. And I think that's, once you start looking at things that way, then everything just becomes worthless over time. Because eventually there's going to be a dude like a Wemby who wins more rings than LeBron, and all of a sudden we're like, well, shit. The play is better than LeBron now, and this guy's got more rings. I guess it's that. And it's like, well, then pretty soon we just never get to have... Like, what you did doesn't matter because inevitably the future is better. And I think that's the problem we get into once we do this. And I think that, to me, is sad because, like, you got to look at the context, right? It's like we shouldn't forget Bill Russell winning 11 is still mad impressive. Like it shouldn't go understated, but it also should be taken into account what the league was. And I think once you start acting like, well, today's play is better than yesterday's play, it's like, well, then what all these guys do is just gonna be forgotten in 10 years anyway because the play will be better.
It's a bell curve in my opinion.
I understand. I'm just saying you gotta watch it because then in 20 years, you're the guy who looks like an idiot. And I'm just saying that's tough. Once you start doing the play's now better now.
And if it is, I can admit that. You know what I mean?
But I think it's a sad way to look at things. I don't think it's the right way to look at things. I think you got to look at it what it is, not like you got to look at it what it was instead of what it is now. And I think that is important because then it's like when you're, Dikembe Mutombo, who was like a very good defensive player then. Nowadays he wouldn't be able to play defense at all. Like you just wouldn't. You wouldn't be fast enough to guard these current guys.
Yeah.
We shouldn't just be like, well, fuck you, Dikembe Mutombo. Like, you get forgotten about forever. That's not fun. I don't think it's right. And I think, that's kind of a rough way to look at things. It'd be like, discounting older NBA. Like, we no one goes back and says Jim Brown's buns because they didn't throw as much then. Jim Brown still was stupid good. You know what I'm saying? That's my point.
Well, again, going back to that player comp, like I'm just thinking, like KD was the third best player in LeBron era in the 2010s.
Yeah.
And who is his comp at?
Like, what do you mean?
Are we saying small forward or power forward?
He's very unique.
He really is, and that's
Very
fair.
unique player.
But okay, who's the best small forward in the Jordan era?
Probably Barkley.
Okay.
Probably Barkley, yeah.
Then we're thinking power forward.
But this is what we're doing. Like, this is what we're doing exactly what I just said I don't like doing.
Well, I'm not even trying to do it in the style that you're doing it. I'm literally just trying to I'm just trying to get answers out of you to see how you're thinking. You know what I mean?
Power forward.
Who's the best power forward in that era?
Yeah, there's not a lot of good power forwards that era. That's rough.
It's a rough because it's different basketball. Power forwards were not as...
It's like Tony Kukoc, guys like that.
Okay.
It's not Tony Kukoc, for what it's worth.
Okay.
I'm saying that's tough because if it were doing early Jordan days, then it's Kevin McHale. But Kevin McHale isn't.
No, you're allowed to do that because I was gonna say Tim. You can make the argument for Tim Duncan, even though it's late.
But that's not true. It's not. It wasn't. They both have the problem. There really wasn't a great power forward for them because Giannis on the up and Duncan on the down.
Right.
And for MJ, it would be this exact same thing. Who was the power forward I was saying? Oh my gosh. Slipped my mind.
Yeah.
It was older power forward. Oh my gosh.
Kuchik or something like that.
No, Kim McHale. Yeah. It would be McHale on the down.
That's what it was, yeah.
And then on the up would be Tim Duncan. So it's Duncan's right between them. So it's
Okay.
Or
And
KG.
center. Yeah.
KG was in their draft in
Good.
95.
Okay, yeah. Center, you made the argument of Hakeem, which is fine.
I would say it's Hakeem. But early on it's Kareem, then it's Hakeem, then it's Shaq.
Yeah, and then hell, it might even be Jokic eventually. In Wemby,
Yeah. For LeBron, it would be
right.
when he starts off, it's Shaq, and then it's Dwight Howard, and then for a minute there was probably dead ass Boogie Cousins, and then it became Jokic, and it's probably gonna be Wemby.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, more so trying to focus on let's compare Curry to Karl Malone.
No, don't do Karl Malone. I hate Karl Malone.
That's okay.
Bad guy. We don't want to give Karl Malone any credit. Come on, it's Karl Malone. We can't do Karl.
Okay, he existed. You can't just write him out of NBA.
Oh, I know, but it's
okay. Well,
the thing is with him too.
You want to
talk about you want to talk about unimpressive basketball and not being as good. Good night, dude. I mean, you've seen Karl Malone highlights. They're just not. Continue. What are we gonna say about Karl Malone?
You really just hurt your own argument.
I know but I literally just said to you, I understand the quality of play is lower. We've been over this. I already established this. We're going in circles.
That's fine.
I already told you I don't care to do that, and it's done.
And that's not and it's not me diminishing Jordan. Like I said, in my opinion, he is the second best player of all time.
Okay,
and that's fine.
What are you trying to say then?
I'm trying to say that this is why I don't like the MVP thing, because you saying, wow, have you watched Karl Malone tape? It's really not that impressive. If he is the
But at the time it was.
Okay.
That's the thing, is at the time it was. That's my point. at the time, Karl Malone was doing stuff, and guys were like, oh my gosh. Like, in the same way, like, you look up old Wilt tape, it's just like a tall dude dunking on dudes. At the time, I was blown out of his mind. Jerry West, if you put Jerry West in now, he's worse than Peyton Pritchard. Like, we understand that. But Jerry West at the time was the man. We shouldn't act like Jerry West is a bitch now. Like, it's not how that works.
So you
So
like
that's like I'm saying.
the way that you presented that was like very diminishing of him in itself, and that's
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the way I
just
thought it was
saying,
going.
dog. Like, I'm saying, yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do the like, well, yeah, those guys are going up against Jordan for MVP. It's like, yeah, true, but at the time, those dudes were nuts. Like, those were the best players on the planet at the time. If you take the 1992 Duke Christian Laettner team
Mm-hmm.
and you had them play St. Bonaventure this year,
Mm-hmm.
do you think St. Bonaventure could hang?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't mean Duke from '92's buns.
No.
That's my point.
I mean, it's not going to be quantifiable at the end of the day, but I just truly think that, you know, not just the competition on a team level, but on an individual level, there weren't as many, you know, numerically, there weren't as many players that were chasing Jordan on an individual level as there are today and have been throughout the career of LeBron that have been one step, two step, three steps behind him. And that can be for two reasons. That can be because Jordan was just that much better than everyone else, or that can be because the competition really was not. Jordan was 5 years ahead of everyone else competitively. You can make that argument, and that's fine. But to me,
Yeah, like he could hang if you take out Kobe and put Jordan on the 01 Lakers, they're better.
yeah, you can
Like
make that
he
argument.
could hang.
That's
like
fine.
that's yeah,
Right.
he was ahead of the time.
Right.
And you could argue LeBron was.
Yeah.
Like especially in like late 2000s. Like he was. And then the league caught up to him and he was still elite, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying like the longevity stuff's impressive, dude. Like I just don't know where we're going with this. Like you know the way I see it. And I'm telling you right now, if he gets to 5, I'm gonna say he's the best player ever. And hell, it's more fun for me if I did get to watch the best player ever. I'd like for him to be. I just think we're all handing it over because we'd like to see it. That's the reason dudes are commenting right now saying, "Oh, you know, Jordan's a goat, LeBron's a goat, LeBron's a goat." It's
That
because
is, I don't care what the public opinion is whatsoever. That has no impact on the way I see things. Because I feel like you get frustrated, and you begin to have.
we
an
both
emotion.
know.
Yeah.
My opinion on athletes.
Yeah.
When it comes to movies, right, it's very much what I feel.
Yeah.
My opinion on athletes is heavily affected by the way people act about them. We both know this,
And I think
and I'm
you
saying
gotta try to not do that in this debate.
it's hard not to.
It
though.
really is.
Because I'm saying the fact that the LeBron people are annoying as hell does affect the argument, whether you like it or not. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, man. They've made it very annoying because you've made it where it's like it seems like it's not like a clear cut. This is what it is.
Yeah.
And if you act like it's that way, you're just being an ass. And I'm saying it's not that simple.
When, like, you've held this opinion that like probably throughout your life, then like Jordan is the best player of all time.
Yeah, because I read the Sports Illustrated article where he made it clear what the.
And that's when you were like, well, hell, if he said that, then
Yeah,
Jordan's gonna-
legitimately, yes. It's like
Okay.
6th grade me was like, I can't wait to see him win 3 more so I can see the best ever. And he
Okay.
never did it.
So you hold that grudge.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's somewhat realistic.
Okay.
It's like, he told me this is what he was going to do, and he didn't do it.
He didn't say that's what he was going to do. He said he wanted to do that. Hell, any player would want to win 4
He
championships.
said, I'm chasing
5.
the ghost of Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
That's what he said. That's the quote.
finish it.
I'm chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan. That's what he said. What?
There's more that you said earlier.
Yeah, he's getting 3 rings. He's going to get 6 rings.
Well, no. I wanted verbatim. That's what I'm trying to point out here, because the language matters.
Okay, well, he wanted 6 rings. Don't do this. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm just trying to, because I feel like you're holding a grudge on an account of something that's emotionally, attached.
I don't think it's
based.
unrealistic
Yeah.
to say
Mhm.
if someone set out a goal and they failed, they were a failure.
I mean, is that?
You shot for the moon, you landed amongst the stars, but you aimed for the moon. He's not at the moon. I'm willing to say you can get to the moon. but I need him to do it.
Okay. He said he wanted 3 more.
I understand that, and he didn't do it.
But did he say, I'm not the GOAT unless I win 3 more?
No, no one would say that. Like, no one.
That's my point.
But you and I both agree if you gave him truth serum, that's what he thinks.
Like,
Come on.
here's the thing. If I said, you know what? I want to be successful. I want to be just like Jimmy Fallon. And I want a net worth of, what do you think he's worth?
Jimmy Fallon's probably not worth that much.
No? Okay.
Let's say, okay,
$8 million.
I know the point you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. But my
Okay.
point is, there are very definitive things that define being the greatest basketball player of all time.
Mm.
And I'm saying he has not met his own criteria. He's not. And I'm literally giving you the pass and saying that I'm not going to even hold that against him. I just want one more. That's it. I just think 4 is an icky, gross number when, like, 2 of them are with a Heat team that's like a top 5 to 10 team ever. Which is very impressive.
All 6 of Michael Jordan's are with the best team in his era.
Not okay. The early 90s ones are not as good as the later ones. We know this.
Oh, you're comparing the teams to each other. That's fine.
Yeah.
Regardless, that Michael Jordan team is
Yeah,
still
no,
the
I
best
said best teams
team.
there. That's fine. I'm just
Exactly.
saying, like,
Okay.
even without him, that Heat team's really good. Without, I mean, we're doing that game again.
Were the Heat that good before he got there?
Well, no, because they didn't have Chris Bosh.
Okay.
Like, we can't reminisce of the fact Chris Bosh was a demon.
Okay,
for
fine,
the
fine,
Raptors.
fine. Keep Chris Bosh there. When LeBron left, what happened to the Heat?
They were Chris Bosh. Okay, Chris Bosh had health issues, and you know this.
Yeah.
And Dwayne Wade got old.
Okay.
So that's different. We know this. And like when Jordan was gone in '99, the Bulls weren't that good either because they were old. They were old. So yeah. Congrats to LeBron for knowing when to leave.
Still made the playoffs.
He's probably great at dating in junior high. I mean, he knew when to leave. Yeah. I don't understand what you think you're going to get out of me here, man. Like, this is it.
I got to see a side of Ryan Klinger I've yet
I'm
to see.
deleting the whole episode. No one. This is going to be seen by anyone.
Are you serious?
Yes. This is like a one-time viewing.
Well, if you saw it live,
This is like
that
the
was.
worst shit we've ever put out.
This is some of the best conversations that we've ever had on
this is the
camera.
worst shit we've ever put out.
Oh
dog.
my gosh!
I
wow.
don't even want to put this in podcast form.
What?
No, I think this is the like most embarrassing shit we've ever made.
Why is this embarrassing? This is
It's a waste
very...
of everyone's time who ever has listened to this. If you watch this whole thing, I don't know why. Please text me and explain why.
Wow.
We were talking in circles. You weren't getting anything out of me. Like, you'd be better off watching like Fox News than this shit.
Whoa! Listen. I was just trying to pick your brain, figure out how you think and why you think the way that you think, and I think each side, presented.
No, I was just
Reasonable
like,
arguments?
No, man, like it was just like
And here's the
you
thing.
felt very passionate about what you're gonna say,
That's
and
fine.
I'm just like, I knew you weren't gonna change my mind. It was a waste. It was a waste.
Well then.
It's
but
like taking
I-
like the hottest girl in school and setting her up with your like friend who you know's like annoying.
I
It's
just
like
think you're stagnant.
this shit ain't gonna work. Like, why are we doing this? This is a tough watch.
You gotta have some foundation in the way you think, and you presented that with an ultimatum, which is fine.
You and I both know I'm a very stubborn guy. We don't need to show the world that.
That's fine. But Klinger, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
LeBron has, he averages
We're done
30
with this. I'm talking about
30
the episode, man.
30, 10, and 8 in an NBA Finals, which goes to 7 games, and he loses. I guess he's not the GOAT then.
I never said that. I don't.
You made it very clear that it has to be he has to win with this NBA team to be the GOAT.
You're saying this year if
Yep.
they lose, that's brutal. Like, come on. Yeah.
That's the ultimatum
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
made.
Yeah, that's funny though. You know what? Actually, I like it. Yeah, we'll commit. Let's just
Okay.
double down.
That's fine.
Let's just fucking double down.
That's fine.
LeBron, if he gets it this year, he's best ever. And I'll just say it, and I'll be happy with it.
Okay.
Do you think it would make it like? Do you think other people would just be like, "Yeah, that's it," or do you think people would just debate like forever that it's not him?
It'll forever be a debate until like the era of Jordan fans like literally die, like pass away.
Wouldn't the argument then be that that's going to happen to LeBron too?
No, because there's more media. There's very, very little video of Jordan in comparison to LeBron James.
So you think the media is like the PR? He's got better PR.
by account of the technology improving in the LeBron James era. Unfortunately for Michael Jordan, the cameras weren't on for majority of his. You know what I mean?
No, like the Last Dance.
That's where Kareem
He does.
wins.
The nice thing that MJ, the biggest thing MJ is going for him, dead ass, is that he has the best sports documentary ever made.
That is a very
Like that is huge. And like
yeah.
I know LeBron's gonna try to get one made like that,
Mhm.
but it then is just going to feel like the Last Dance too.
That's kind of what happened with Space Jam, but like not on that.
But that movie's not that good.
No, not on
And so
that.
that's a problem. It's like
that level.
like it's gonna hurt him. Where it's like there's gonna be a great sports doc, and it's probably not gonna be as good as Last Dance because it's just gonna be wanting to be the Last Dance.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be tough. Because like he deserves to have one as good, but it's gonna
Right.
be hard for it to be as good because it's just going to inevitably be trying to be that.
I got you. I will say though, if he wins this year and he retires on this ring, the end of that documentary is going to be.
Dude, he should. If he wins this year, he should retire.
I think he will, if he does.
Go out on top, dog. And I'm telling you, I would give it to him. Dude, if he goes on and it beats the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Celtics, dog, that's like an incredible run. But hell, he's got to beat the Rockets first. I mean, they got blasted last night.
Yeah, I kind of expected that though.
Yeah, gentlemen's sweep. You think they'll win?
You know, I'm kind of nervous now.
Why?
I'm not gonna lie to you, because if there's ever a team to blow a 3-0 lead, it's the team that nobody ever foresaw having a 3-0 lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just not going to happen. Like, I'm just being this way. Like, you're not going to blow three. If the time the 3-0 lead was about to be blown was that 8 seed Heat team.
Yeah.
That was the time for it to be blown.
You're right.
And even then, it didn't happen.
Mhm.
Like, it's just so mathematically improbable. Will it happen at some point? Probably.
Yeah.
But, like, not. No.
We'll see. I mean, they're gonna get Reeves back, and you know, I haven't checked the final score yet. I hope the Suns beat the Thunder. It was actually a 2-point game at halftime.
Why do you want them to beat the Thunder?
I just want that Lakers team to have more rest
Well,
going
the
into
Thunder
rounds.
beat the Suns 131 to 122.
Okay. Well, that series is what, 3-0 now, or is it over? It's 4-0.
It's serious? I think it's 3-0.
Yeah, they're a game on it, I think. Okay. Regardless, though, I just want that Suns series to last at least an extra game. That way, the Lakers are on more rest. But is Luka done for the whole postseason? Is there no chance of him coming
I don't
back?
know. No, OKC swept him. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't.
Okay.
Dude, I don't understand how the Pistons lost. I just don't get it.
It's rough, man. It's rough. I really think this was important for the fence sitters out there.
What are those?
The people that they don't know where they lean on this topic. You know, they've heard mom say one thing and dad say another, and they don't have the foundation.
This is like somebody going to their election booth and they're like, "What do you want to register as?" And
Mhm.
like they're like Jordan or LeBron.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Pretty much. It's like, what sticker am I going to
Is
wear?
this you
when
trying to convince me not to delete this from the universe?
Yes,
I think this is the worst shit we've ever made.
because you can keep it unlisted. That way, if you ever change your mind, it's not publicly available for view. You can send a link to people; they can watch it.
It's kind of fun.
But
I don't know. I'll probably leave it up. It's fine.
okay,
I just think
this was supposed to be about the NFL draft, which the Browns did a great job. How'd your Panthers do?
I thought it was fine. And
You're so beat. This episode has turned. It has spiraled out of
Bring
control.
me that chair, man.
It is
I'm just,
spiraled
it's
out of
like
control.
a lot. It's just a lot.
Oh man.
It's just, you know. If I really title this episode anything, it's gonna be like somehow we did a Jordan versus LeBron debate.
This is all Jonathan's fault, by the way. I want to preface that.
How did it get there?
It's not his fault, but it kind of is because he asked about Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
In
For some reason.
okay, hang on. No, let's backtrack. How did we get here? We were talking about Taylor Green, right? We're talking about his dual threat ability. We're talking like Shadur, Deshaun, and him being on that roster.
Isn't it
Dylan
weird to think
Gabriel.
Shador lives in Cleveland? That's what I
Yeah,
said.
and then we were like Neymar, and then we were talking about like
John Cena.
no, that was after. We were talking about how Neymar was the third best player in his era, and
Like
then he
KD.
was always behind Messi and Ronaldo, and then Jonathan was like, where does Shaq fit into the NBA? As if he thought he was the third best player in his era, and then
But how did it get to Jordan LeBron?
Okay, we were talking Shaq, talking about how he was like the prototype. Like you talked by yourself about Shaq. You said everything I agree with Shaquille O'Neal for like 8 minutes straight.
I just think it's I really do believe his career's become like underrated. Like
Mhm.
he was like borderline unanimous MVP one year.
Oh, I know what it.
Maybe it's 2000. It might
Wait.
not be 2001. It might be 2000. Like he was like stupid good.
I know what it was because you started making that comparison to like Shaq's underrated, kind of like Magic, in that era, and then you're like, or something like that, or
I didn't bring up Magic.
no, Larry Bird. You brought up Bird.
Yes.
And then we were like, well, Bird has, one less chip, but he did it with a worse team. And then that's how I like threw in LeBron. I was like, that's really ironic. Okay, we
so it's
finally
your fault.
we finally
No, it's your fault. It's on you because I went, we're not doing this. And you
Listen.
kept going.
the chicken laid the egg and I threw it against the wall. Okay, like damn it.
It's on you. You
Probably.
picked up the egg.
You're right.
You
But
drugged me into this. You wanted this out of me. That's all it is.
eventually.
You
And
just
this was
wanted
our
this
last
out.
show before date night with Ryan, and then we're done. So this is my last chance to do it. And damn it, I got what I wanted.
I'm so excited for date night, but you've pulled all the joy out of me. I feel nothing.
Oh man.
It's like, this is why I hate it. I remember one time I was sitting around and they were trying to do a Jordan LeBron debate, and the one guy's like, yo, Ryan, what do you think? And I was like, well, and I'm talking. The one guy's like, see, the other thing is like, LeBron's shoes are buns. And like Jordan, like people like Jordan. I was like, shut the fuck up. It's like one time I was talking about a Jokic versus Shea debate, and the one guy starts trying to act like, he's like, well, they won't vote for Jokic because he's white. Shut up, dog. There's nothing worse than when you're trying to like talk NBA and they just bring some shit in. You're like, I'm not affiliated with you. Crazy.
Yeah.
Never forget that.
Yeah.
That when they were like, nobody's wearing LeBrons, everybody's wearing Jordans. I was like, shut up, dog. If you're doing the GOAT debate over the shoes, what are we doing?
That's bad.
If you're saying Jokic ain't getting MVP votes because he's certain, no. Shut up, dog. Like, come on. That was so bad. Oh my gosh. No.
Well, pal, I feel bad for Jonathan. I think we should text him afterwards and be like, "Hey, pal, sorry." Because for the
for all the
artsy people that watch the sports show, Jonathan was supposed to be on today's episode. He was behind the camera doing a very nice job of
did.
feeding us questions and taking personal interest. But eventually, as he had mentioned, mom and dad got into it, and he knew that was his cue to go upstairs and
Usually
start
mom and
playing
dad get
video
too
games.
into it. Doesn't that mean like sexual?
We'll leave that up to audience interpretation.
Yeah.
You did start this episode by
They're harassing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gosh, last episode of the semester, we'll take the summer off. Then we'll be back, and we'll know if LeBron got his fifth or not.
we will.
That's what we'll open with next time.
I don't think you will.
I think it's highly unlikely.
right.
Which
right.
is why I'm very comfortable saying it would
That's
change
fine.
my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, no, I
you know what I mean? I ain't nothing to lose.
That's fine.
But, I mean, I'd love to see it. I think it's fun if I could just look at it and be like, that's it, we're done here.
Mhm.
That's what's nice about the Brady thing. Is like it's like it's that.
Yeah.
Like that's it. He's the best. And like I think if Mahomes won 7, then we'd have to like debate it. Hell, if he won 6.
I don't think we could.
But like I don't think that like the thing is it's nice
hard
about
to
Brady
compare.
too is like he has Super Bowl 51.
Well, that's fine. But he put himself in that situation. You're also forgetting that. You know what I mean? They
But
played.
that Falcons team was so good.
That's fine, but they didn't score a touchdown for almost 3 whole quarters. That's aside my point. The thing about the Brady Mahomes debate that will, in my opinion, Mahomes is categorically, unless he wins 10, like done for. Like Brady beat him in an AFC Championship game when Mahomes
Yeah,
was
could
really
you
young,
imagine if Jordan
and the
had
Super
beat,
Bowl.
Could you imagine if Jordan
That's
had
my point.
beat no,
LeBron.
Could you imagine if Jordan had beat LeBron in the finals?
Yeah.
Like it'd be like, okay, we wouldn't be
Yep.
sitting here.
No.
It'd be like, well, that's how that
No.
went.
Because that would be that. I'm saying if Jordan was like, well, it's hard to compare because East and West, but like Jordan on the Wizards
Yeah.
beats LeBron, like a young LeBron, like a 2007 LeBron.
And like Jordan wins the
In the
chip
Eastern
with the
Conference
Wizards,
Finals.
Yeah.
That's my, you know what I mean?
It would just be like dog.
Yeah, I would surrender the bait. I'd be like, hey, if Jordan's doing that, at 40, and LeBron's, then it doesn't matter.
No,
But-
that is a crazy thing. No,
Yeah,
you're right. Like Mahomes with deadass have to get like 8 to 10.
That's why I'm very confident, and I feel bad for the children, man, because they want to get to.
We got to
experience it.
watch like an absolute. The thing is with Brady too is
Yeah.
he was like Darth Vader. Like it was just like
It's the Patriots this week.
what?
Like that's what you would say. It's like, all right, who we got this week? New England.
Yeah, and it's just like it was like watching Darth Vader in Rogue One. Like he just comes down the hallway and you're like, hey, there's Brady. Like watching Super Bowl 52 was so magical because it was like watching the Empire be beaten by like a small group of rebels. And Nick Foles was like a folk hero in my mind. Like he did it. He beat the evil Empire. And people were like, nah, there's no way that's how you felt. Like they weren't that dominant. That's just how it felt. Like it was.
And then the evil Empire came back the very next year and won.
And they were like, yeah, we're back. And you
Yeah.
were like, it's never going to end. And that was the thing is, it ended in 54 and everybody was like, wow, that felt fast.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of fell apart like that.
And then
You went to Tampa
55,
and won.
the very first year.
And that was the year everybody liked him. At that point, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah. I think he liked himself more too. You could tell he was just having
The divorce really worked for him.
that, and he developed like
A slight
an affinity for
personality.
alcohol, and he wasn't on the leash of Bill Belichick. Something Patriots coaches, I think, kind of like being on the leash. Yeah.
I'm going to let that one
Um,
slide. I'm going to let that one slide.
We're really digging deep here. We've started with the NFL, we went to the NBA, and we've made our way back to the NFL. Hell
I
of a
think
draft.
Shohei
Super
Ohtani
Bowl.
is the greatest baseball player to ever walk the earth. I think it's like easily.
Okay, I think when it's all said and done, it will be. I think it's too early.
I love that guys still make the Bonds argument. Dudes will like tell you that Barry Bonds is the GOAT full chest,
They say it with their chest.
and I'm just like, good for those guys because like no, it's no.
I don't really have an opinion on who the best baseball player of all time is because I don't really care for the sport
Sure.
too much. I agree, it will be eventually.
I'm willing to just say
Baseball's
no.
a lot harder to compare. I think going position by position is a lot more important in baseball. The GOAT in the NFL will forever only be a quarterback. I don't think it matters what any other position does at this point because a wide receiver has to feed off the quarterback. I had a thought in the shower.
Well, just like that when you said that, like it was so funny you saying that because I'm thinking like if LeBron had played Jordan, they'd guard each other.
yeah,
It's not like Brady's tackling
No.
Mahomes.
no, exactly.
Like it's like, oh, I beat him, but like he never even played a snap.
That's why I hate the court. Okay, I can't say that. I was gonna say that's why I hate the quarterback head to head, but it's different because
But like it's naturally going to be the conversation.
right. Well, because Brady whooped his ass in the Super Bowl. It wasn't close. It wasn't like Brady's defense was better. No, like Mahomes played bad, Brady played good. End of story. You know what I mean?
And Brady's defense was better, but
Right.
Mahomes played so abysmal, it doesn't even matter.
Exactly. But that's the thing in the NFL. I had the shower thought that I was like, okay, there will never be an MVP ever again that is a wide receiver unless their quarterback gets hurt midseason and the backup comes in and he's still slinging the rock and doing the same thing. It would have to be like a
It'd have to be like
2,200-yard receiving
It'd have to be like
season
Cooper Kupp
with
21,
22 touchdowns.
but like halfway through, Stetson Bennett was slinging it.
Correct. Because that's the thing. If it's Stafford doing it the whole time, who's winning MVP? Matthew Stafford.
Well, not really. It was Rodgers that year.
Oh, okay. That's my
Cooper
point.
Kupp should have won
If-
MVP. It actually
won't
like,
happen.
always bothers me.
But it won't, that's my point. But it won't happen.
No.
So, could a running back do it? Yes. But in this era, likely not. But again, if we go back through the NFL MVPs, how many running backs have won it since 2000? A couple, right? Adrian Peterson. Who else? Did LT ever get one?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. At least one. Wide receiver? No. So that's the thing with baseball, in my opinion, is it's very hard to compare a pitcher to a center fielder to a designated hitter,
Yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to hitting versus pitching, and Shohei does both. So
which
that's
is
kind of
why that really elevates. His
Yeah, because like most people would say who's the best player of all time, they name a hitter, and they say who's the best pitcher.
Yep.
And
If you can name both.
But if you are top,
Yep.
I mean, he is going to go down as one of the best hitters ever, probably top 10. Is he? He's probably one of the top. Could he be one of the top 50 pitchers ever? Maybe. You know, like he's not as good a pitcher.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if he can be one of the top 50 pitchers ever,
Yeah.
then it's like, yeah, he's go. It's also he's got 2 World Series rings, and we always used to discount World Series rings because Bonds didn't have any. But now that Shohei has some, we're kind of like, we're changing the debate once again.
It's fair.
Change the qualifications. We're back to where we were earlier.
Gretzky probably won't
Right.
be touched for a while. Maybe.
Somebody tried to tell me it was like
Ovechkin.
Lemieux. It was like an argument, but like I don't know hockey like that.
I don't either, but I think it's the common opinion. For what it's worth, Michael Phelps is the greatest
Athlete.
of all time.
It's like him or Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods' PR team didn't do a good enough job.
Do you think Tiger will ever be touched?
See, this is the beauty of golf, is that the only development you can't really play in competition, because then you can be like, okay, they both played Augusta National. What'd he shoot? What'd he shoot? You know what I mean? The argument you can make for Tiger is that as we get further and further in the future, the equipment will improve. Hell, they'll be able to drive the ball 360 in 2045.
Yeah, you get more guys like DeChambeau.
Right. Now, could that be a testament to an incredible golfer? Sure. But, you know, if your driver is costing more than Tiger Woods' entire golf bag was in 2005,
The argument will be Tiger Woods was doing this shit with, you know, plumbing of supplies.
it's really good. I like that. Yeah. But Phil Mickelson is the Kevin Durant of golf.
Really? Like a weird legacy?
Like, when I tell you he would have been probably in the GOAT debate if Tiger was just ceased to exist. Because it was Tiger, Phil,
Everyone else.
everyone else.
Yeah.
But the gap between Phil and Tiger was huge.
Yeah.
And the gap between Phil and everyone else, it was pretty big. But 1 and 2 was twice as big. It was insane. Did I ever tell you in the 2005 Masters, he was like minus 130 to win? It was he had a better chance by himself than everyone else combined. And you know what? He did it. He got it done.
Who?
Tiger.
Wow.
Unreal.
It was him versus the field, and he was favored.
Correct. That's unreal.
That's
That's like if the preseason, it was like
if it was like minus like 150
to win
Chiefs.
MVP, or yeah, as an individual. Okay, yeah, it's different because of team and individual, but like you know what I mean.
That's
If it was like
gross.
Tom Brady MVP minus 130, everyone else plus 110.
Everyone's hammering.
That's insane. That's crazy. Like you might have a it might be Tiger, but Phelps.
It's like
just,
Tiger and Michael Phelps.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Phelps only had, once every 4 years to really put on that, like, the stuff that every average Joe cares about. Like, I'm sure there's swimming fans out there, but, for the most part, you turn it on once every 4 years and you're like, oh, there goes Michael Phelps again. Every time.
Wake up, Grandma Michael Phelps still
Every
doing it.
time.
When he came back 2016, they're like, oh, he's not going to be as good, and then he just was.
Every time. Unreal.
Have we recaptured that yet? I don't think we have. I think like we were close with like the women's gymnastics team, but like just having like that one like that's the guy for the Olympics.
Oh.
Like
yeah.
I think they wanted to be Biles or Noah Lyles, but like I don't think we've got like
No, they
Phelps was like the guy, and like every
don't have the aura that Michael Phelps had.
something about him. There was just something about him.
Shaun White for like the Winter Olympics, maybe?
He was that guy.
But not for as long as Michael Phelps.
Phelps came in Beijing 2000.
Beijing was 08. So.
No, sorry, came in it's Australia. It's Sydney 2000. Rocks that shit at Greece too.
Yep.
Beijing's first one I remember watching, and then I remember watching London very clearly, and then Rio, and then obviously Tokyo was the first one without him.
That I think it was Beijing in '08 when that Australian team had like they were supposed to be that team that year.
Yeah.
And I forget. Oh man, I can't remember the guy. The third leg of that 4x100,
Yeah.
whatever it was, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I probably watch that video 5 or 6 times a year.
Yeah.
Incredible. So
I remember the 2024 Olympics and LeBron held the American flag. That was fun. I will say, you want to talk about PR?
Mhm.
That is what LeBron is exceptional at. Because part of the reason it's debate is because he's excellent at PR. Like, you talk about the cameras. Think about how, like, monitored everything he's ever said, everything he's ever done. It's always been. And, like, he's mostly just known for being, like, goofy.
Mhm.
It's very impressive.
he lost game 4, and he posted a video of "Come play a hole with me" on his Instagram.
Like a golf video? I do think he might be done if they, like, even if they just go a little far.
Dude.
Like, yeah, I think he's done.
It's gonna hurt. Like I genuinely will take a day off of work or like
For what?
for mourning. It's like when the Queen died, they got 3 days off in England. When the King dies, we need a week. Rough. It's gonna be a rough time. I don't even want to think about it.
How long have you been sitting on that one?
I've said it a couple times.
That's
but
really
Thank
good.
you. Thank you.
It's really good.
I actually think I came up with that. I could be wrong. Maybe it was Twitter induced.
The queen has fallen. Once the king has fallen, we need a week. Can you imagine if, like, they came out and was like, yo, president comes out, he's like, yo, LeBron retired, everybody take the day off. That would all be some all-time motion.
But who else could do that?
Who else could do that?
Who else?
Who else,
but
man?
Bron?
Who else but Bron? Do we think, is he the definitive athlete of, like, our generation?
Yeah, no doubt. Like,
It's not Messi. It gotcha.
no.
It's Messi.
No.
It's Messi.
Like,
It has to
okay.
be Messi. It has to be Messi.
That's fine. But as an American.
As an American, it's
as
LeBron.
an American, it's
It's LeBron.
Yeah.
It's probably him and John Cena. Like, dead ass.
Yeah, but like,
It's like John
Uh,
Cena, Tom Brady, LeBron James.
I'm going to take my last breath.
Baseball
one day.
missed out.
Yeah.
We didn't have one.
Yeah.
The new gen is Shohei.
Hmm.
Because it was supposed to be Mike Trout, but, like, it was supposed to be Bryce Harper, but, like, they weren't good enough.
I
They're
will
good,
lay-
but not that good.
I will lay my head on my pillow one day, take my last breath, and I'll be like, you know what? Regardless of where people put him, what people think, you got to witness it. You got to see it night after night. And love him or hate him.
Yeah.
You can. It doesn't matter if you're rooting for him, rooting against him. Enjoy it while it lasts, because we truly don't have very much more LeBron.
I mean, yeah. I remember watching him. This is like, we're talking about like he's dead. I remember watching Bron. It was a game in Cleveland, went and saw him. And he was warming up, and I told my dad and I were like, we're just going to count how many threes he made. He made like 15 threes in a row. Like, dude just wasn't missing. It was wild. It was wild. I mean, I know guys who said they're going to cry when he retires.
No, you can add me to that list.
I cried when John Cena retired.
I got choked up at least.
But like Bron, I don't know. I don't know Bron jersey. I'm not a full hater. I don't know, man. I was literally gonna come on this show tonight and tell you that I've went full circle. But you've like actually pushed me back a few steps. Because starting off, I was a kid. I liked LeBron.
Yeah.
And he goes off to LA, pissed me off.
Really? The LA move pissed you off, not the Miami move? Or were you just too young to
I
like
don't
it?
care about the other. I
Usually
actually.
it's the other
Do
way
you
around.
want to do the 5-minute segment where I explain to you my entire emotional journey for LeBron James? Because I can do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. First time I ever learned who LeBron James was, I was getting a haircut. They had Sports Illustrated sitting there. Pick it up. Mom, who's this? She explains his name's LeBron James. Thought it was a cool name. Really thought it was a cool name. And I didn't. She's like, yeah, he used to play for Ohio's team, but then he left them for the team in Miami. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Can you also hear? I wonder if I'm on the stream can hear. There's someone next door just like full on opera singing. I don't know what's happening. But anyways, So I learned about this LeBron James guy. I started getting into the NBA more, and guess what happened the year I got really into the NBA? LeBron comes back to Cleveland. That was part of the reason I started paying more attention. So I heard about this LeBron guy. I heard all these things about him. He came back to Cleveland. Start paying attention. My team is LeBron. I'm watching the Cavs. Back in the day, I was a Cavs fan, right? Every year, felt like we could win the finals with LeBron James. And that was before the LeBron love was the way it was now. You just understood this LeBron guy was clearly the best guy in the league, and he was going to potentially be one of the best guys ever. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when he was going to leave, and I thought, I really hope he comes back. I really hope he comes back. Because I really liked Kyrie. And I felt like if we had traded Kyrie and LeBron left, that's just a bad beat. At that point, you might as well just kept Kyrie. And he did leave. And I cried in a Mexican restaurant in Houston, Texas, as LeBron left for Los Angeles. In a move that I felt at the time was very much done out of personal want than basketball. He wanted to be out in LA, better for his. At that time, it seemed like he was going to be in more movies. You remember that? Like it was like a big thing. He was going to be in all these movies. He was going to be in movies, better celebrity status, blah, blah, blah. First year on Lakers, they're buns, but he doesn't really care because he wants to make movies. Then they get AD. It's like, all right, here we go. LeBron on the Lakers. And that 2020 Lakers team, my high school band director loved. My high school band director is a full LeBron guy. He's like 55 years old and adores LeBron.
It's awesome.
So that annoyed me.
It's going to be me with Wemby.
Really? You like Wemby?
Maybe.
He gets it done. It's Coop. It's Coop for us.
Maybe. We'll see.
Coop and Wemby.
Maybe Coop is like, I'm chasing the ghost of Braun. I want 5. And then I'm like, you better get 5 or you're not leaving. Yeah, and then I'm really going to. I'm rocking with Victor Wembanyama, damn it.
I love them both.
Yeah, no,
They're both great.
I'm just
They're
joking.
both great.
But yeah, no, you're right. It could
We're
be.
both Coop guys.
Yeah.
We literally talked to a Mavericks fan this week that was like not a Coop guy, and you and I were like struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's I could see a Cooper Flag jersey in my future.
I might buy one tonight.
Okay.
Fire up Fanatics.
There you
Yeah. Anyways, so the Lakers move frustrated me. That 2020 Lakers team was fun though.
Yeah.
That was a fun team. And Rondo played like real minutes on that team.
go. It was awesome.
And that
I was
20
always a big Rajon Rondo guy. Like,
he was great
He
for
was
them.
awesome.
He was the third best player on that team.
It was awesome.
I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
He fully was. And that was a really fun LeBron team. And I maintain, I said at the time, Anthony Davis is actually my ideal LeBron teammate. I prefer him with a big man over a guard because I want him playmaking.
Yeah.
And he needed a big man that could actually shoot threes, and AD could do it. Like if you said to me, name any NBA player ever to be LeBron's teammate, Anthony Davis might be my choice.
If AD wasn't as injury prone as he is, like, do you truly think that?
He has at least 5.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the Westbrook deal was a bad move.
Yeah.
And so that was around the time where I was least impressed with LeBron.
Mhm.
Because I was very disappointed by like how they squandered their opportunities
Mhm.
by making the Westbrook move. Because I remember telling guys, and I think this is where my like dislike of LeBron really started, was that around the time the Lakers started pissing me off, I would tell people they're not going to be as good this year. This is a bad move, and guys would get mad at me and be like, "Oh no, they're going to be good because LeBron." And that's when the Lay Sunshine stuff started, and that's when he started getting all the records, and that's when the Jordan LeBron debate became a thing. And I just got frustrated because I'm like, this guy and what the Lakers are doing is bad, but yet he's continuing to get more and more praise, and people are acting like I'm stupid for calling out the fact they're doing bad moves. And so, like, I think that's where my dislike grew.
I mean, hindsight's 2020. You know what I mean? Like,
But I had at the time, I had the sight then. I was like, this is a bad move. What are we doing? I mean, we got the pods. We can pull them up. I was like, what are we doing? And I just, that type of stuff really frustrated me. And, then we get to, this point where it's like, guys are like, oh, it's easily to go, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's not easily. It's really not. And anybody who acts like it's easy is being that way.
No.
And I'm watching it, though, last night with you, and I'm like, 41 is crazy. Like, this guy's been hooping longer than I've been on this earth.
yeah.
And he's been playing professional basketball, and he's basically only ever had, like, one major injury. And it was, like, 39. I mean, that's very impressive. And when everybody says Mickey Mouse title, I always maintain, if, like, the Jazz had won the finals that year, 2020,
Yeah.
people would act like that finals doesn't exist. Like the fact that he won it is part of the reason that people still like talk about the bubble like it was a good thing. It would have felt illegitimate if it was like Jazz Heat. People have been like, "Oh, the bubble was weird."
It was gonna be weird no matter who won.
No, but I'm saying like the Lakers winning it, I think actually legitimized it. I should give them credit on that one.
Okay.
So that's it. I think I've almost, the key to me respecting you and liking you is me thinking you're not good enough, and then you prove me wrong. I'm saying LeBron
Yeah.
is on the cycle like 3 of that.
I guess the issue with LeBron is he was, top prospect, number 1 overall pick, high school games getting nationally televised. He never had the opportunity to be the underdog in your story. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm saying to my judgment of them.
Okay.
Right? Like Lamar is a guy who's done that for me.
Okay.
If I feel like you're overrated, and then you prove to me that, wait a minute, I'm actually becoming underrated, that's like the key to me liking you. So I felt about Jokic. And I'm saying,
But LeBron can never be underrated.
yeah, I think right now what he's doing is very much impressing me. And if they can beat the Rockets in 5, Lakers in 5, if they can Lakers in 5 them, and then they go on and they beat the Thunder dog, like, with just him and Reeves,
I'm really afraid the series might go 7 with the Rockets.
why?
I just have a bad feeling.
You're being way too emotional.
LeBron didn't play very good in Game 4. I don't know if you saw.
I didn't.
I think he shot 2 for 8.
Look, he's not LeBron anymore.
No.
Like, 2018 was 8 years
He can
ago.
turn it up like once a week,
Yeah, he can't turn it up every night.
but he can't do it every night. And I understand that. But that's my worry is that he really did turn it up for 3 consecutive games. And now he's posting videos of him golfing after barely scraping by with 10 points. And I'm like, hey, Bron, let's, Game 5, if the Lakers lose Game 5 and it's not close, I start to get worried. They lose by 15, I'm like,
What do you think the line is?
Lakers minus 3.5. If the Lakers get blown out in that game, watch out. Because the Rockets at home in Game 6, I could see them winning that close, and then here we go. It's Game 7. Win or go home in LA. And while I think the Lakers would win that Game 7, it would be awful for them because that gives the Thunder an extra week of rest. A Thunder team coming off of a championship, by the way, with the reigning MVP and Finals MVP, and still an incredible supporting cast. And he is on track to win another MVP title.
They got to travel back to LA. Also, the Nuggets are smacking the Timberwolves.
Currently,
2.5 Lakers.
2.5. All right,
Less than you thought.
gotcha. Yeah. Well, that's probably a line that's not accounting for Reeves, and that is accounting for KD. That line will shift depending on who wants to play. This Rockets team, in my opinion, I think you might be overrating them a little bit. I think they're okay. I think they're very weird.
No. I'm just impressed by the fact that they're beating them without Reeves in. That's it.
Yeah,
I thought without Reeves and Luka, this would be a 5-game series max.
me too.
And I'm saying it might be a 5-game series. The others.
Yeah, which the pre-series odds on this, by the way,
We're like 520
Lakers
plus 520.
Lakers were plus 3,800 to sweep and plus 2,200 to win in 5.
What were they just to win outright? Like 580?
Uh,
Or was it 330? It was something like that.
it was like 440. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say like, I guess the thing was it was like, oh, Lakers beat Rockets first game. That's weird. Oh shit!
Yeah. Beat
They
them
won
both
games.
games.
They won game 2, and I bet on them to beat the Rockets the third game. And I was like, hey, why not just go up 3-0? And you laughed and you're like, it's not gonna happen. And then it did. So I think that's why I'm like, well, damn.
I think we all knew they weren't going to sweep. Even I was pretty confident in that. It was like, no, like the Rockets got to get one for morale at least. You know what I mean? To like, that's important
It
for a
does
young
hurt
team.
me when LeBron bends over and he's clearly very bald.
Yeah, that's part of the game. I mean, you're also not even. We haven't even discussed the fact that his literal child is on the same.
Yeah, but like
basketball
we
team.
can't. I'm just gonna say this right now. Like
I'm
anybody
not-
who's like
no, I'm
anybody
not.
who says the Bronny stuff in like a real context,
Yeah.
helps. Like no,
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that
people are, like we make jokes. Like I
in
don't
this
see Jordan's
context
kid.
of like how.
For
old
what it's
LeBron
worth,
is.
over the last 3 days, I've done probably the most LeBron glazing I've done in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
That's how impressed I was with Game 3.
It's great.
And here's the thing. I cannot lie to you. It is absolutely nutty to me that he's throwing lobs to a child he made. I hope everyone watching this can hear that guy next door
That'd be even funny.
randomly
Like,
yelling.
do you think we will ever see a father-son duo on the same team in the postseason? Think about
I think
how
there's going to be
unreal
somebody
that
who
is.
wants to do it now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
wants to be the next.
Jason Tatum, probably your only legitimate candidate.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's actually a great shout. But, like, Deuce is like 6 years old, dog.
but like Tatum had him when he was what, 19, 20?
Yeah. Well, Deuce might be older than that. How old is Deuce?
Let's see. This is a great first question to Google.
Yeah,
How
don't
old-
look that up. Gosh.
How old is
Deuce Tatum.
Tatum?
I guess 9.
He is 8 years old. He was born December 6th, 2017.
So if he plays it, he's 18. That's 2035? 2035?
Jason Tatum was born March 3rd, 1998. So there's roughly a 19 and a half year difference between the two. So if Tatum's still doing it at 40, Deuce would be 19, 20 years old.
But that like means like Deuce has to play basketball at an NBA level.
Which, Bronny, with all due respect,
Probably wasn't.
the nepotism definitely helps.
I actually
to
like
create-
Bronny because I feel like he's got a rough go.
No, I don't disagree with you. I don't. What do you think of Bryce? Do you think Bryce will be
I had
good?
somebody tell me today, like, I think Bryce can be better. Shut up, dog.
You don't think he will be?
No.
I'm interested to see. I think because
No.
from what I've heard, he is like the hooper of the family, like the children. You know what I mean? Watch Zuri James though be the best athlete out of them all.
That'd be sweet.
Hell
That'd
of
be
a
great for
volleyball
the
player.
WNBA.
Volleyball. She's volleyball.
Oh.
Yeah.
She does play basketball.
I don't believe so. No.
That'd be good for volleyball. Just saying, whatever she does is going to put more eyes. Is she like high school?
No, she's like middle school maybe.
Oh,
Maybe.
gosh.
She's young. No, she's young.
Okay.
She's young.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be funny, though. Bryce James at Arizona next year. Be funny if he's really good. I don't know. If they win the finals and he's got a ring with his son, dog, retire. Like,
You have to.
is he at 50K yet? Points?
Well, combined between post and regular, yeah, but I don't think total. Let's see how close he is.
50 is a nice round number to have.
Oh, no, not even close. 43, 440. Okay. I mean,
Those don't count postseason?
no, that's like the record that he broke
Was just regular.
Just regular. Like if you count postseason, he's had that title for I want to say since like 2019.
That's gross. Did not know that.
That's how many playoff games he's played. They could definitely hear that. LeBron this season, 26th in points per game, 47th in rebounds, 7th in assists. 41.
What is he in points?
26th in points per game. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
Guys say that about like KD though, and I'm like, I've never really liked KD hoops that much, dog.
I enjoy them in OKC. You know what I mean? When it felt like it meant something. But the Nets, the
like, I
Suns,
wasn't
the
into it.
Rockets, no. The Warriors was like, everyone hated him because of what he did, but like, at least he was like, he was balling with the Warriors. You know what I mean? Everyone knew he was going to, and he did. But like, the Thunder, man, like they had a 3-1 lead against the 73-9 Warriors.
It's brutal.
That would have been a hell of a story. The rematch from 2012. One man stands in the way once again.
It's actually worse for LeBron's legacy.
100%. No, I was going to say that
It's
actually.
much worse.
Yeah.
That 2016 title is like one of the best championships ever.
In any sport.
Because it's in Cleveland too. It's the I Promise ring. It's
No, everyone remembers the first 5 seconds after like Mike Breen said it's over, and Cleveland's a city of champions once again. Everyone knows.
And then he like runs to K Love crying. Amen. Hey. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting what goes on with the Lakers. You don't think they'll just flat out beat them next game?
We'll see. I'll let you know after the first quarter. I'll let you know actually, depending on the health of Reeves and KD.
You think any NBA owner has ever been like, all right, watch this shit, and like you order like you find out what hotel they're staying at, and you just send like beautiful women and food, and just try to like have them make sure they have like a late night. You're like, oh, it's all complimentary.
It's like the Patriots fan that pulled the fire alarm in the Steelers hotel at 3 in the morning.
I mean, mine's a little smoother than that, but yeah.
Yeah, I like the way you think.
Like, why not just be like, hey, women for music videos. I'm sure they exist in LA.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna send all you guys over. Wear your best outfits. Bring nothing but what's some good eats? Like bring some Texas Roadhouse
yeah.
and 5 kegs.
Mm.
Actually, like I feel like NBA players aren't into like beer. It'd be like bring some like Le Hennessy.
Bring some Crown.
Okay, Crown for them. And it's like, yo, bring that
Crown.
bring that shit down. And then like you bring it down.
I can't say Don Julio, can I?
What?
It's genuine, like generally, like the drink of like. Trying to think. Like they had a Don Julio stand in Louisiana during the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean, but all right.
Okay. Regardless, yeah, go ahead. That has nothing to do with
Don Julio.
bring it on.
Yeah, like what you think any of the owners have ever been like, yo, like what's
That would be interesting. I can't say it's ever crossed my mind for owners to think that way, but no, I mean it certainly would get some people.
and they're like, yo, Harden's coming.
I mean,
like,
hell,
let's send free
maybe they
strippers.
tried to do that to slow down Magic Johnson, and
Hey,
he still got it
And
done.
you still got it done. Still got 5. And guys are trying to act like it's not close.
That name really aged poorly or well.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
It's a great name. Never looked at it like that until
No.
you said that.
No, but you will from now on.
Yeah, that's
I ruined it for you.
never thought about that.
You're
one.
gonna have to start calling him Irving now, unfortunately for you.
It's Irvin. Like, yeah, because I know him like that, dog.
No,
I
the
love
funny
that
thing, I
dude.
mean, he was he had 2 different personalities. You know what I mean?
Magic.
Yeah. No, like he legitimately had an identity crisis. Like he was Irving in one place and he was Magic. Like they were 2 different people in his mind.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
You're making things up.
Mm-mm. Nope. No, I want to say since the time he either was in college or got out of college, and I think it was when he moved to LA is when it became a really big thing. It was like he could flip a switch from Magic to Irving, but they were 2 different people, like 2 alter egos that he possessed, and it was like, oh, you're talking about Irving. Yeah, I'm Magic. You know what I mean? Like he would. I don't know how you're gonna like Google this to confirm it. To be fair, but if you can find confirmation of that, that would really help.
I can't find anything that says that happened.
It was in the video we watched in History of Sport. Actually.
Oh, it's that doc. It's that HBO Larry
Yeah.
Bird Magic doc. No, I know what you're talking about now, and you're right.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about now. He like viewed himself differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It was kind of like Dennis Rodman, except he didn't marry himself and he wasn't as psychopathic, but like.
No, you're right. I remember this now. That is actually like that to me is my Last Dance. That Magic Bird HBO
Hell of a
doc.
watch. It was really nice. It was really good.
That I actually think I like that more than Last Dance. Last Dance is long. It's 10 episodes. Let's get a nice like brisk 2.5 hour. Maybe just be 2 hours. The Magic Bird one. Magic Bird's also like such a fun little thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's what made the NBA what it is today. It's the whole reason we're sitting here talking about Bron Jordan.
It's true. It's very true. Hard to imagine a world where like Bird and Magic don't happen. LeBron's playing football.
Maybe. Isn't it interesting to think, like, I was talking about this the other day, like, kids would grow up back in the day, and, like, what would you want to be in 1970? Baseball player.
Yeah.
What would you want to be in the 80s? Probably still a baseball player.
Yeah.
At what point did it become the NFL? 2000s?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
It's probably like
Last 10 years?
no.
Okay.
It was probably like early 2010s.
Yeah.
Football has not had that motion for as long as you think. The NBA, I would probably say 2000s, like late 90s.
Late 90s, 2000.
Yeah, the Jordan.
When baseball lose the motion?
Baseball lost the motion, I would say.
I feel like 2000s.
Yeah, kind of when they started cracking down on like the steroid use. They're like, oh, no drugs. Okay, I'm not interested. Like I don't want to shape it like that, but like it's kind of how it was. It was like, well, no more performance enhancing drugs, and everyone else is like, oh, okay. Well, we could put a ball in a basket instead. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, when did football's got the most motion by a mile? But you're saying that's pretty recent.
No, I truly think that is. I mean, you think about how young some of these like NFL franchises are, like
The Texans.
yeah, the Jaguars too, like 2000s, 2003, 2002. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we really like discount that. Like,
Do you think any other league can get back on top, or do you think it's just the NFL forever?
Unless there are major changes to the leagues, in by which I mean significantly shortening seasons or completely changing the functionality of the sport, I do not see a way in which the NFL gets stopped. The main reason being the convenience of the games being consistently once a week for 3.5, 4 hours a week, and that's it. That's the only commitment you have to make. You can feel like a diehard fan if you have 4 hours of availability a week or if you have 40. Whereas in the NBA, you're like, okay, I went to 2 Cavs games this past year. How many Cavs games do you think I watched on TV? 0. Not one. Did not care for it. You know what I mean? And how could I? Oh no, we lost the game in November to the Bucks. Boo-hoo. We're going to lose 14 more. Minimum. Hell, we might win 5 games in a row. All right, let's go. What does that do in the grand scheme of things? How many games in a row the Hornets win this year? Was it 9?
Like a lot.
9 or 10?
Didn't matter.
Guess what? They didn't make the damn playoffs.
No, that's great. It's a great show.
The MLB really, fortunately for the MLB, they have the motion of the international reach has never been higher for any sport than what the MLB is at right now. Because, and I would say, like quantitatively, the NBA would have more with like, well, a lot of Europeans will watch because of, the Serbian players and, there's a lot of players from Africa and stuff too, which is understandable, and I understand that from like how many countries are watching, but then you forget just how many people live in Japan alone, and
They all like
they
Shohei Ohtani.
all tune into Dodgers games. Like, when I worked the Dodgers Guardians series last year, I don't even mean this in like a demographically diminishing way. Never seen so many Asian people in one place at one time.
Yeah.
Like, that's the motion that Shohei Ohtani brings. He was
He's not only the most popular MLB player, he's the best MLB player, and he's not from America.
That is why he's the best case scenario for everything. He's an incredible player, and because he is like foreign, that brings even more.
But it's not
people
like
attention.
Wemby. Like Wemby's French.
Correct.
How much growth are you really going to get in France for
Not a ton.
basketball? Not a ton. But if
Why? Because soccer is huge over there.
Exactly. But if Wemby was Chinese, it's different.
Right.
That's why
had
Yao Ming
motion.
was a big deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It is just the truth.
So the MLB has that going for them, which is good. And I think, hockey will forever be 4. I don't think that'll change. They actually, in my opinion, might even have a chance of falling down to 5.
Because of golf.
6. Golf could make its way up. That's fine.
Golf might already be there.
Yeah, but I was thinking the MLS.
You think so?
I truly think if they can adapt a promotion relegation system, which is really not functional with how the American economy works at all. Like, the more that I sit and think about it, I'm like, nobody would want to take that risk on like. Think about the way that we're taught as majors in sport management about like the financial risk and liability and stuff like that. It's like, well, if you're an owner, you're going to make money regardless of how good or bad your team is. Imagine if that idea was completely thrown out the window.
Like
your
can't.
team
You
has
can't.
to be good enough
You just can't.
to make money. If they're not good enough, you're going to lose millions. Well, then what? Owners are actually going to start to care about not just the product that they're putting out, but the people that are on the field. Who's actually scoring, not who's bringing in fans. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, that is much more engaging. That's why even I, as an American, will wake up at 9 a.m. on my Saturdays and watch European football. Because in my opinion, that's meaningful. Tottenham right now teetering with relegation, in which they are now favored to be set down, is not only historic, but it could be like legitimately consequential for 40, 50, 60 years for that club if they can't get it together in the next couple weeks and then next year. Truly. And fans, when they're 50, 60, you're going to look back and be like, if only we had, this is a really funny full circle thing for Tottenham. In the offseason, they were supposed to get Morgan Gibbs-White from my team, Nottingham Forest. He was pretty much signed in everything. In the last minute, that deal got rescinded.
Why?
I don't exactly remember the reason. It might have been a financial dispute, whatever the case. He now has the most goals in 2026 in the Premier League.
Okay.
And he is going to be pretty much the reason that Tottenham are going to get relegated.
Wow.
Because they couldn't pick him up in the offseason. And stuff like that really makes you think, if you're a fan in 2052 and Tottenham's still in the championship, or they're in League One and they're battling to get back up. You're like, man, if only we had just done this, if that guy had scored that goal, that can make it, one kick of the ball can be a difference between millions. You don't think about it that way from a business perspective of the NFL. Hell, you missed a game-winning kick in the Super Bowl, that really blows if you're a fan really badly. What does that do from a business perspective? The cap space remains the same. Your salary as an owner really doesn't change that much.
Yeah, but it just wouldn't work, but it's crazy.
So that's my thought is I'm already very interested as a fan overseas at that system. It makes every game mean more. Even teams that there will be no more tanking. You know what I mean? If that were adapted in other leagues. But the MLS is different because I don't really know how they're drafting and all that stuff, the signing stuff works. But regardless, that promotion relegation would be extremely meaningful. And I think that can actually see the MLS become number 4. So,
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about the other day, the MLB used to have so much motion.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think how much MLB had motion.
Mm-hmm.
But, kids used to want to grow up and be baseball players.
Yeah.
It's, easily third now.
Mm-hmm.
Does baseball have the most aura of any sport, though? Out of the big 3? Yeah. It does. Something about a dude walking up to the mound. Just needed to get 3 outs. Up 1 run. There's, nothing like it. I know you're, game-winning drive in the Super Bowl. Yeah, but, dude, 3 outs. 1 guy on the mound. You're up 1. We need it. That hits like crack, whether it's game 115, the World Series, or game 3 of the season.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
You agree?
Yeah.
Home runs are always electric. Touchdowns are fun. Home runs are electric.
Yeah. It's true.
No one's showing up to a touchdown derby. It's spectacle. I think that's the thing that makes baseball work, is anytime there's a spectacle to baseball
Mm-hmm.
more than any other sport. There's something to it.
Yeah.
But I watch less baseball than I do any sport. Out of the big 3. I watch the most football.
Hell, you probably watch more hockey at this point now. Just from the playoffs. Just from a couple games. Hey, Penguins got it done again tonight. That series is
Didn't
3-2.
matter because I bet on the Pistons that time.
That series is 3-2.
That's fun.
You know what's funny is that in the MLB it's never happened or in the NBA the 3-0 comeback.
It's happened once in the MLB. It's like happened like a couple times in the NHL.
4.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to think about.
Hockey's fun. I like hockey. I'm a Sabres fan now.
It's cool. I'll rock with the Jackets, but like they're probably just never gonna be good. Too small of a market. I find it hard to believe there's more people that live in Columbus and Cleveland.
I don't. Columbus is huge. All right. Let's end this. That was it. It was the last episode of the semester. Next week, date night with Ryan.